I'm at the helm, and I'm gonna intro with a joke, as I feel like that's an appropriate format. And I guess it's more of a story. So as you can see, I am, lackluster of hair, and people come over and ask me why I have a comb in my apartment after shaving my head, and I just can't part with it. Hi, welcome to the D&D stream. You know what? I ran this by Luke beforehand. I asked him if I can open with a dad joke because I didn't want to step on his toes. He said go for it, and I did. So
I would like
no
to
shame.
withdraw from the session.
All right. So I'm gonna say from any point, withdrawals is an instant character death, and I will kill you the first chance I get. So if you want to run,
You
with that
already
turret, I don't
threatened to
mind.
do that.
I don't
So,
mind.
so I have an ability to absorb that with Callie. So if I do that, can I have Callie insta death?
Oh,
I know
Kelly.
We can revive people, me and Scamos, so we're good.
Oh, you can?
Well, no, not
I'm
revive,
Lenny.
but we can, oh, you're Lenny tonight. Never mind. I have gentle repose. We can keep your corpse warm. That's
Lovely.
the best I got.
Brenna will res me, no question.
Yeah.
Brenna won't be able
We
to.
can keep you warm till we get you to Brenna.
Why?
We're already off track. This is great.
She keeps my body for 10 days, Brenna can.
Oh, that's right, Jen.
Yeah.
As long as she gets to it quickly. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Good.
Necrophilia aside, my name is Warflord. I am happily guest hosting today, so I hope you guys have a great time. Before we get into this, I believe Jamilio has some TGR announcements we want to get through.
Sure. So first things first, we had a great time last year with a TAC Secret Santa, where as our characters, we gave presents to other TAC characters. So I've been asked a couple times. We're going to do it again this year. In the Discord, I have posted kind of some just like basic rules and some timing and things of that nature. So if you're interested, have any questions, etc., please feel free to shoot me a DM. I also have a thread there, so if you want to shoot the questions in the thread so other people can see it because they might have the same question, totally cool with me. I'm just looking to get answers for everybody of who wants to be involved and interested by the 19th, which is a couple Fridays from now. So if you're interested, hit me up. Second thing, this upcoming Thursday, we've got the Gregor backstory mission, helmed by Mr. Luke the DM. So that's going to always be a good time. Backstories tend to be crazy, extra crazy nonsense. So definitely tune in there. And then tomorrow we've got another community night. I am not 100% sure on the game, whether we're doing Rocket League since that was postponed from last week, or if we're doing something different. But yeah, tune in same time tomorrow, 6:30 Eastern time. And I think that's all we got for announcements.
Okay, so if everyone else is ready to rock and roll and doesn't have anything that they want to sidetrack us with, we can hop right into our usual spot of hanging out at the TAC Guild Hall. So we're going to check in with what everyone's doing. So, Saren, what are we doing?
Saren is like she usually is, out in her garden, picking weeds. Yeah.
Okay, Callie?
Probably just hanging out in the, courtyard area, chilling under her favorite tree and strumming on her violin or plucking at her violin, whatever music people do.
As a music people, I'm offended by the lack of conviction with that. Lenny?
Len is drinking some whiskey at the bar.
Yeah, so you're gonna be inside. Lucky, right?
Yeah. Lucky would be outside, setting up little empty bean cans and using his little weird kobold bean shooter since it can shoot beans now. So he is testing out his new toy. And
is that what the weird kobold shooty thing is in the chat?
Yeah, it shoots beans now.
It shoots beans, like
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared for shooting beans.
It's cool. You will be.
Do you have to pay the other snackses to reload your bean gun?
I really should have talked about that with Luke. I'd like to believe I do have to. Maybe in just community service payment.
Beans.
So that's gonna leave us with Willa.
Oh, sup.
Yo, sup, girl.
Sup. I guess Willow's just chilling in the tavern looking over her codex. Why not? And her spellbook. She just...
Alright, so we've got 2 of you inside and 3 of you out kind of gardening and doing music of people things. So as you guys are kind of hanging around, there's just going to be a farmer who kind of walks up to the door of TAC Guildhall and kind of very weakly, as he's very bloodied and sliding down the door. Excuse me. My mind's elsewhere. Kind of knocking on the door, is falling down, going, help! You. As he kind of just like slumps against the door.
Lenny runs over. Is he okay? Are you alright, sir?
And he rubs his head. Kind of. I need assistance. I've been traveling all day and all night. My friends, my farms, my people, they're just we don't know what's going on. They're just disappearing. And I've heard from friends of friends of friends of friends who know a guy that this is the place of people who help out for the people around here. Can I get help?
Lenny kind of just looks over him. How badly is he hurt?
He's pretty bloodied. The wounds are just various scratches and marks, some minor contusions and bruising around his lower arms from what you can see. And he's wearing kind of like a t-shirt that's kind of ripped and torn a bit. Definitely not in good shape.
Lenny brings him inside and kind of sits him down at a booth.
Sorry. You go ahead.
I'll see who I can gather around to help us with this.
Yes, preferably your finest soldiers, or whatever you can muster.
Lots of mustard.
Oh, mustard. Oh,
I'll bring the ketchup. No.
You have some meal?
Lenny flags someone down to bring him some food.
I'm gonna say Willow sort of sees what's Lenny waving, and I go and grab some food and bring it over. Like, what's happening?
I wish I could tell you. It just our farms just out of town. There's these like earthquakes rumbling through, and when we wake up, the crops and the animals, they're untended, and my friends are missing, and I just didn't know what to do. We don't have anyone left. There's our town of a couple hundred has been narrowed down to a couple dozen, and it's just we need outside help.
Well, we can definitely provide that. I would think we can. I'll go find some other people we can gather up. And then I guess Willow runs around finding people like a crazy old lady that she is.
The best kind of assistance.
Yeah. Like, so was everybody else outside? I know Ciaran was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ciaran and Callie.
Yeah.
Okay, so I go
the ones
outside.
who brought my poor farmer inside.
Like, Ciaran, are you busy right now, by chance?
No, I'm just finishing up.
Oh, there's a bleeding farmer on the front doorstep that needs our help.
Oh no.
He's inside now. He's bleeding on a booth.
Okay.
I'm gonna
trap.
grab Brenna to come with me in RP just so she can come tend to the peasant while we're gone.
Okay. Yeah.
Because we would not leave him just bleeding.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for the cleanup of this, by the way. You brought me in.
We've got ways.
Yeah.
We'll find somebody to help.
Brenna can press to digitate after she heals him.
That's the thing I was thinking of. Yeah.
So we've got there's 2 of you now? 3 of you?
And Ciaran would also do eye contact with Callie, and I'm sure Callie would.
You can just telepathically message me.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Do we really even need to sometimes? That's the question.
Don't girls have just this look kind of sense?
Yeah, we definitely have a look. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Get a load of this poor ass.
Cows in need, count me in.
I mean, there's a farmer dying in your booth, but yeah.
Not my concern. That's Brenna's territory.
Save the leather. I mean, cows. Pre-death.
Snacks would see them running in and be like, "Well, I guess I should follow. That's okay. Yeah, I'll scurry behind Ciaran and Callie."
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it's cool.
I'm just
All right, I found some people.
Oh, great. Hello. I am. Uh, who am I? Farmer Joe. That's who I am. Hello. Um, I will take you to my farm if you'll let me escort you, and I can show you um some strange things that's been going on. Is that all right?
Are you
Yeah,
like in any condition to actually take us anywhere right now?
Oh, that's a good point.
No, but how are you
Brenna-
going to get there otherwise?
Brenna's gonna heal you real fast. And then she'll stay here and wait in case any of your friends show up.
Yeah,
need
you can send your
healing.
friends this way.
Man's looking for help. Like, can you even let us help you? Like, are you sure?
Well, I mean, like, I don't know how bad he is. Whether
Are
it
you
looks like he's
okay
gonna
to
pass out on
walk?
our front
Yeah,
doorstep,
bleeding on our-
essentially.
Yeah.
Hey, he crawled day and night to get here.
He
sure it was a
needs to rest.
party.
You need to
Yeah.
rest, you crazy man. You look famished. Like, have some beans. Here, take the beans.
Yeah, you can totally just point us in the right direction if you want to rest and have a meal.
Okay.
We'll get there. We're good at this.
Yes. Just
I'm a great
please
navigator.
promise me when you get there that you will save my friends and don't eat my giant cabbages.
Giant.
Are there something
cabbage.
wrong?
Yes.
Is-
And
Are
he
they-
just kinda
concerning?
knock
We all
go slightly. Giant-
Do you think they're poisoned giant cabbages, guys?
Why would they be
Are you
poisoned? Wouldn't they
whispering
just
this
be
in
like
front of him?
magical or something?
Yeah,
Like,
no,
why
I'm
would-
just saying this in front of him. Yeah, absolutely.
Wait, have I like seen this guy before?
it's
Like
like-
in like the main area? Is he the guy that always shouts "My cabbages" in the middle, like during
Oh
market day?
yeah.
Of
Yeah,
Avatar.
I've seen that
Of
guy.
The Avatar.
Wait,
guy.
why is it that we went
not?
from poisoned and
Well,
magic? Like, we
Nax
couldn't just
asked
assume
about
there's some kind of...
poison.
He said not to eat the cabbages, so I'm kind of afraid. Like, if we eat
I
them,
said-
will we die?
No,
You do
can
know
eat
that,
them,
like,
just don't
plagues
steal
and
them.
things are just much more common.
Poison
But we-
plagues, you know. Yeah.
Considering the
Why
line of
not
work
be
that we've been in,
nefarious?
yeah, considering the line of work we're in, poison not out of that question.
But
Yeah.
farmers? Do they poison a lot of farmers?
Do we know that this guy is not like an assassin sent by the Daiban Order? We do not.
If
We
you're a
need to have
Daiban
somebody keep
assassin,
an eye on him.
you have to tell us that you're a Daiban assassin. I
Make
heard
him
that.
tell us snacks.
Oh god.
I don't know anything about these assassins. I'm just
He did say that his whole village went from like 100 to 12 people, 100 to 24, a couple dozen.
He could be
a
lying.
few
Willow.
dozen.
I mean, I
from a
guess he
few
could,
hundred.
He
but
could be baiting us.
well, then I'll just
He-
fire blast them all. Like fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't
Oh.
seem like a masturbator, so
Done
I
with
think we're
you
okay. to
and the
leave it.
cabbages.
Well-
I think I guess I mean we should go and find out what's going on at least, right? This
Yes.
sounds kind of sus.
Probably.
Well, do you guys want me to tell you where to go then, instead of
Yeah,
suspecting me
yeah.
of being an assassin or
Yeah, no,
plague
tell
or
us-
poisoning
lead
my
us.
people?
No, but he
You
should
said
tell
I
us.
should
He's
rest.
he's
You need to make
famished.
up
Look
your
at
mind.
him. He's
Yeah.
he's skin and bones.
Clearly,
You know,
believe
I
me.
get hangry when I get.
Yes.
It may have been a sartorial choice. He might be a model.
Yeah, but he looks rough either way. But yeah, he could be
A
really
model.
hot. That's
Well,
true.
thank you. But
Okay. Yeah, just tell us where to go.
I mean,
We've been all
my
around these
people are
areas. We'll
dying.
find our way there. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
help them. Of course.
it's only about maybe a day and a half, 3/4 day travel northwest
Ugh.
from here. It's not too far.
Okay, are there any like big landmarks we should look for to help us on the way?
Yeah, big farmhouses and a bunch of farms. I don't know. I live there. Everything's a landmark. Everything is important to me.
Okay, well then describe it
Uh,
all.
Which, well, we've got 1, 3, 6.
We
About-
can montage the description too. That works anytime if you want to.
You want me to go
Sounds
through
like
every
one of them
farm I'm gonna make
Amish
up on the
people I
fly,
used
or
to
what?
run into.
Well, there's a cattle farm, and they've got some cows, of course. They produce some very fine milks and cheeses.
But-
there's a yes.
So cows were going missing too, right? Is that what I heard?
No, I'm just
Dying.
worried no, well, there's no farmers to take care of them.
Oh, oh God, the poor cows. Okay,
Yeah,
we should
they're
get going
just-
real fast.
Again, I'm dying here, and you're more worried about the cattle.
Brenna healed you.
Yeah, you're not dying. In 5e terms, you're stabilized.
Yeah. All
Got it.
6 of your commoner hit points are returned.
Yeah, but he's got like those levels of exhaustion. They're real tough. It's real rough. So you stay here. Everyone's gonna be real nice to you. Make sure you talk to the big demon bartender. He'll give you some really good drinks. He's really good at it. Just tell him very baseline what you want, and he'll nail it. And then we'll figure out what's messing with you guys.
What's the strongest thing you have?
Oh, don't ask for that. He might just punch you and kill you.
What's the strongest drink you have?
That's still a little iffy with him.
Oh boy. I'll just take
fucking
some wine.
antifreeze.
Yeah. Oh no, not anti. Anyways, yes. So there's where was I? Sorry, let's get back to focus here. There's a cattle farm, a fruit farm, and those are the only two that matter. And then my farm, which is a vegetable farm. And you'll see when you get there. But there's been some issues. Anyways, that's like I said, about a 3/4 day northwest from this place, Kadoria. That's it, from Kadoria. My wife should be waiting for you there, Farmer Jill.
Jill. Okay.
Yeah, Joe and Jill. We're J&J Farms.
Do you have a
That's
son named Jack?
That's catchy.
I feel like it could
No,
be.
because that'd be weird
Jack
if it
and
was
Jill.
Jack and Jill, and that's my kid. Don't.
Never mind. Well, your name's
Does she have
Joe,
Jill
so
sandwiches?
never mind.
I'm sorry.
Does she have Jill sandwiches?
Okay.
I don't know what that
Sorry.
means. So no.
Resident Evil reference. Sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
oh.
Sorry,
Okay.
I don't pop culture.
That was
Wanna
that was
talk
pretty
music,
good.
Let me know.
That was good. Okay.
All right. So are we heading out? I guess.
Head on out.
Let's go.
I think I already have the potions I need and everything, so I
Oh,
think I'm
yes,
Yeah,
this
I'm
would be a
good.
good time if you guys want to up your
Yes.
potions. What was it? 3 normal ones.
Yep.
If I'm
I-
remembering correctly.
One greater.
1 greater.
I probably should have led with Master of Lockpicking and not the sandwich one.
I have all my normal heals, so I'm good.
I'm good.
You need like a ready check thing. You just
Ready up.
ding, or in chat,
Click.
you know. Ready, party leader. Okay, if you guys are ready, you guys can. Thank you, Sartek. That's why I love you. I'm going to zoop you to the. Nope, sorry, Per's not ready.
No, that's the F button.
Press F to pay respects.
Paying respects.
Press X to do it.
Lightly touch his coffin.
All right, we're gonna drag you over to the first one, which you will see has some issues. So, as you guys kind of make your way throughout the forest and the woodlands,
Those
through
are
a
some
path
giant
that he
cabbages.
definitely didn't explain to you that was a little more treacherous than expected, you arrive at a farmstead around mid-afternoon, kind of late into the day. It was about a 3/4 day travel. As you reach close to the horizon of this, you see giant cabbages in the fields. As you can see, they're ginormous, and a lady kind of just standing in front, arms crossed, very impatient, as if she's been waiting for you for quite some time. And she's gonna call out, "Who are you guys?"
Farmer Joe sent us.
How do I know you're not here to kill me?
How
As
would
we-
I know who Farmer Joe was?
He told us to not eat the cabbages, if that means anything.
Yeah, that okay. Yeah, come on over. And she kind of,
I thought he
Second.
said to not steal the cabbages. He didn't say we couldn't eat them.
That's something about not doing something to cabbages.
well, there's a
Something
lot of
like
things you
that.
shouldn't do to cabbages, but we're not going to discuss that on stream. Okay, he said don't take the cabbages. Come on over. Yes. Well, welcome to our farm. I don't know what you can see from where you're standing. She's gonna kind of
I
skitter
don't know
over.
where I am.
Yeah, it's a bit of these maps that I've made are a little large, so we are currently in the bottom left. Is it
Okay.
Alt?
Yep.
Control click to bring you guys.
I
don't
should
know,
have
Stu.
roll 20. There we go. Lost my
You
roll
rolled 20,
20.
not even
Look at
up.
those cabbages.
I told you they are giant cabbages.
They are awesome.
They're big.
You know we're gonna take one. If it happens.
I mean, you can fight Jill for him if you want, but I don't know.
Maybe
if
I
your
will.
wife-
Jill looks like she could fucking throw down.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true. Maybe not.
Yeah,
Is
Jill
Jill
a spicy
stronger
bitch.
than a gun?
She's kind of pretty.
She's very
Maybe I'll
Yeah.
seduce her.
Are we able to seduce, please? All
Yeah,
bard style
mean,
here.
Sure, if you want. Yeah.
I'm-
Go.
No. Sharon wouldn't do that.
Roll your
Ciaran's not that kind of not that kind of bard.
Yeah, Theron's not that kind of bard.
Hey, I don't make judgments. You can seduce whoever you would like.
It's not kobold mating season, so Snacks will not go for it yet.
Wait, do they meet with humans?
They mate.
With
Oh.
anything
Like-
available.
They just hump like random shit.
They're like orcs. Anything
They're-
they can reproduce with, they will reproduce with.
There's sex pits, man. You don't want to know.
Let's put it this way: Skamos had a kid with a dragonborn, so
There you go. That's right.
But
I mean, isn't
Are
he
kobold-
also tiefling or something?
Skamos is a tiefling.
Yeah.
Wow. So 2 weird races. That's okay. I mean,
don't know if I can comment on anything like
I
that.
agree.
A blood cursed race, but yeah.
No, Jill. What?
I hope this
Willow,
is accurate,
Willow
because
Bard,
you know a lot of
best bard.
questions. Anyways,
Um.
yes, I'm glad you've made it. My husband Joe said he was out to get some help, and well, I guess you're the best he could find. I don't know if he told you, our friends, our neighbors, our farmer friends, our farmhands, everybody's kind of disappearing, and then there's these loud noises at night, and the house shakes, and we woke up this morning, and there's 2 giant holes in our field, and she kind of points to the east from where you guys are, over in this direction. If you guys are zoomed in, and if you take a little looky, there are some holes in the map.
Oh,
I don't know what happened, but they've started to swallow our crop, and I'm scared to go down there myself. So
I mean, I've done a lot of spelunking. I've heard that word before. So I'm used to going down into holes a lot, and
Used to going down to cabbage holes.
Oh, I bet
Never-
you have.
never a cabbage hole
veiny?
though.
are you gonna
I've-
point to Snacks?
I've never gone down a cabbage hole, but I imagine they're mostly like other holes, except maybe with some cabbages at the bottom.
Hopefully some cabbages.
If
Moist and damp.
Are these
So-
the cabbage holes here? Like the black
Yeah,
spots?
yeah,
those are
Okay.
just
So-
that's how dark it is.
just
It
a
is
quick
very
question:
dark.
if we do find a cabbage down the hole, can we eat one of those?
I mean, we can't I can't really go to get it to sell it, so I can't stop you.
I mean, it might be damaged anyway, so you probably don't.
It's a
That's all I need to know.
I could just pick out the outer leaves.
Shh.
We're good. So
We're good.
So you just hear rumbling, but you've never like seen anything like
No, I just-
emerge.
No, nothing in, nothing out.
What
Um,
level of rambling? Like, are things falling off the walls?
No, not exactly, but it feels like an earthquake, but like it seems to be only in isolated locations. Like it'll be here, and then it'll be at another farm a little bit down the road, and then our neighbors across from us. It doesn't seem to be
It doesn't hit all of you at
Very-
once.
large. It's kind of what's the word? I don't know
Localized?
the word. It's a kind of one place.
Isolated?
That's the word. Yes, isolated.
Is it-
It's kind of
Localated.
isolated.
Localated.
place.
Does it
And
come
then-
out like a wave?
Isolized.
A wave, as opposed to other
Well, like, does it like
forms.
boom, like, or does it all hit everywhere at once, or does it go like boom out from the
Oh,
the
Yeah, it's,
epicenter?
yes, it
Because
kind of.
Snacks knows that word.
I didn't know what word to use besides epicenter, so yeah.
I was actually struggling to find the word Iceland. That was a character, so I mean, I'm not judging.
Snacks
Happy.
absolutely does not know epicenter.
Um,
my favorite part of the Apex map, but that's unrelated. Well, it kind of it's a bit of mixture of both, if that makes sense. It'll be like one wave kind of from the field you can feel, and then it just statics and stays for a long time, then drops, and then it rumbles again, and then it drops, and then it's gone for the night, and we wake up and there's these giant holes in my field, and our cabbages are gone, our fancy wheat on the other field is gone. Kind of palms to face. And
all right, I feel like I'm getting sidetracked here, but fancy wheat? Is it just like really good wheat, or is it like, does it have like bows on it or ribbons? Or I'm.
It grows in bunches instead of single stalks. It's nothing impressive. It's just a higher yield.
Oh, okay. That's really
tell
cool.
anybody that secret.
Well, I don't think I know the secret.
Pirate in the middle of that sentence.
Sorry.
She just became a pirate in the middle of that sentence.
Yar.
Don't even tell anybody.
Yar.
So, like, how long has this been going on?
Honestly, at first it just seemed like farm hands were trying to leave and do their own thing, but I can't remember when it first started, but I know that our rumbling happened about a week ago, and I've heard tales of the farms across on the other side of our field. Maybe a day or two. It seems to be targeting this area, and we can't figure out what's going on. And we're not fighters. We're farmers. We're a little. I mean, we're not weak, but we're not strong enough to fight what might be hanging out.
So, like, when I guess the first mention of these happened, you didn't have nobody in the village has had a run-in with like a stranger or like saw some weird creatures. Nothing really. Just all of a sudden rumbles.
Yeah, I mean, nothing that we've been able to prove. Of course, the younger kids are all saying they they see things and run around and tease each other and attack, but I think those are just kids being kids.
So no one's been into the holes yet. That's right.
I mean, not these holes, no.
Also charged.
Okay.
Have you tried dropping anything down them to see how far deep they are, or how if anything's down there?
That sounds like a great idea. Did you want to drop one of your people, or should we drop a cabbage?
I mean, I can light up a cabbage and we can see how far down it goes.
That sounds like a better idea than just dropping snacks right now.
Don't we have a torch? Can we just drop a torch?
Yeah, I'm just saying, well, the torch could go out.
Funner.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
But you said no one's gone down these holes. Is that insinuating that people have been down other holes?
No, that was just a joke to start.
I'm pretty sure Callie's been down a lot of holes, I've heard. Right, Callie?
I mean, I consider myself a little bit of a hole expert, yeah.
Yeah. Do you worship a god? Are you you're holy, right? That's what I've heard, right? Or am I misunderstanding?
I think you're misunderstanding the context just slightly. We'll talk about it on the way back.
All right, thank you.
Completely befuddled by this whole conversation.
This seems like maybe you guys have some things to sort out.
Did you pledge yourself to a church, Kelly?
It doesn't seem to be a normal church, if that's the case.
You've been hanging out with Brenna. For Paylor.
I'm going to say no to the first question, but kind of to the second question. I mean, like, me and Brenna are friends and stuff, but like I have not been converted to any churches. No, God, no. Gods, no. You couldn't bring me into one, I'd probably combust. All right.
Sylvanas accepts all. Just saying.
Burns down trees for no reason.
So I would like to go over, because this line of questioning seems to be going nowhere, to the first cabbage hole.
Sure. Farmer Jill's gonna wander her way. Please try not to step on them. They are very valuable. They sell by the pound. So
yeah, I mean, that should really be the concern right now, not like people going missing and stuff. Yeah. Okay. Good priorities there, Jill.
Hey, I need to make a living.
Yeah, we don't want to.
Did you see how skinny her husband was?
That's true. Have
Save
you
the
been
woman her
feeding him
food.
well? Jill,
This is
Like-
hold on.
do you guys just eat cabbage? Because he was frail.
There's no one to slaughter the cows. What do you want from me?
Have you tried growing
No
some potatoes?
You can boil them.
Mash
Potatoes are
'em.
great.
You can even
Mash
stick
'em.
them in a stew.
No. No mash.
Why not?
Don't give me that face.
No mash.
No mash for me.
You a fucking monster?
Yep.
The
You know
monster
it.
mash?
I don't really like mashed potatoes either, to be fair.
Thank you. I'm not the only one.
Okay, we're gonna have a talk about this on break, because you're clearly not making mashed potatoes properly. They're one of the greatest carbs ever.
I agree. Put some onions in there, some garlic, and a little bit of
yeah.
butter.
Great.
What you need? Cream, butter, Parmesan cheese.
It was break talk.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I got
sorry.
distracted. I'm always
Derails.
hungry, all right? It's okay. We're trying to throw cabbages in a hole. It's not like we're doing anything important. All right. Anyway, well, back to the question before from this gentleman pointing at Lenny. They're about they range. Some of them are about 3 to 5 feet in diameter, and some are closer to 7, 8. I don't know what happened. These are very fertile fields, or our seeds are really good.
It sounds very, very hard to step in these cabbages if that's the case.
Well, whatever ones you step on, just throw in the hole.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only 2.5 feet tall, so
What kind of
Oh.
plants
we're
are
not
these
that-
over here?
I'm probably the tallest one here.
Those are the
Who's
those are
the-
the super weeds.
Yeah, that's the wheat. There's a hole in the wheat up farther north
Yes, they're
from where
So
you're.
those are super. I'm sorry, I ADHD and apparently missed the crop description. So what's these?
there wasn't a crop description for those.
Okay.
Those
Oh,
the
are they
super
doing
weeds.
like that 2/3 field thing? That's the empty part for next season.
What's fallow?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, sure. That's what farmers do. Why not?
Yeah.
It's to prevent the nutrients from being
I'm
sapped
not a
in
city
the
boy.
soil.
Good job, guys. Good job.
All right. So, question
Round of
about the
applause.
the
Sorry.
hole.
Yep,
So,
question
does
about
it
the
look? Yes. So, does it look like the Earth has erupted upwards, or does it look more like there's just kind of been like a cave in and now there's a hole?
Well, around the edges, it seems to have fallen in.
Okay.
But it doesn't look like gophers pushed it out.
No,
Like where there's like a mound around it.
Whatever's
So it's
making
more
these
like a
holes are-
sinkhole
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
burrow.
If this was done by some sort of creature, this is much bigger than a gopher.
It's an Alaskan.
Yeah, I mean it could
bullworm.
be a big gopher hole, like big soil mounds.
Okay. So then
A big gopher.
A
Or
go
gopher.
five.
Hardly
Burrowing
know her.
creature, not a gopher.
Giga Goph.
So,
Cat-
sorry. Go ahead.
So many jokes there.
I was just gonna ask Callie if she wanted to light up one of the smallest cabbages near the hole that we could chuck in.
I mean, we could do that, or we could just get a rock and not destroy this woman's property.
Oh, well, you were saying we could burn stuff before, but
Oh,
a rock works
light,
too.
hold
light
on.
up, because she's got the spell that makes things light.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
just
thought
I
you were gonna
know.
light it on
Cantrip.
fire.
No.
It took me a second too. I was really excited,
Okay.
and then I realized what she
Darn.
meant, and I was a little less excited. But it made more
Okay.
sense.
Yeah,
So
let's
you
find a
agree to
rock then.
Not burn down the cabbages.
Yeah.
Not that kind of light.
It was only gonna be one cabbage, but yeah, let's find a rock.
Okay.
I pick up a rock.
Well,
I
yep. There
boop
you
it.
go.
There you go.
And throw it down the hole. It's been booped.
Yep. And as you guys listen, just sinks, and when it lands, it's kind of soft. Like it doesn't sound like it's hitting solid ground. It's kind of squishing a little bit as it lands. You can't really make that good of a judgment from it because there's no sound that really escapes from the hole. It is very dark, maybe about 20, 25 feet.
Mhm.
It's a fairly deep hole for some of you.
Well,
Being 2.5
I
feet
think
tall or whatnot.
I think it's time to enter the hole, guys.
Yeah.
We going in hot?
We going in hot.
So what happens
there
if I
a tie
just
rope
jump
too?
in?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Like,
Wait,
do I take fall damage if
It-
it's only
yeah.
25D?
you would take 25
Okay.
or 20 feet of fall damage,
Well, if
probably.
you're purposely jumping into the hole, what I'll have you do is roll. Everyone can roll an athletics check. and
Okay,
I
I'm
will base it
purposely
off of
jumping
that.
in.
Oh God! Oh, you're so
Okay.
brave,
Not
Willow.
falling. You're
Acrobatics?
making
Plus
an
it.
effort. Yeah.
Boop.
Well,
Oh,
that
embarrassing.
is... After seeing that, Nax is not jumping into the hole.
So Callie will offer for Snack, since he's on the teeny side, to tie a rope around her waist and tie a rope around his waist and just kind of gently lower him down.
You could tie a rope. You could tie a rope around my waist, and then I'll be the anchor.
I'm cool with that.
So I'm like 7 feet tall.
Oh, yeah, and Callie is strong. Well, nice job, Willow. Are you okay, Willow?
It sounded distorted. Perfect.
I'm in the hole.
Right?
Perfect.
Good luck. And she watches you tie yourselves together and jump down this hole that's been explored.
We enter the hole.
Is anyone else willfully jumping, or are you guys going to try to just tether yourselves down to the bottom? The last
They're
person
gonna be
would have
smart.
to make the check. So whoever is the anchor on that rope would also have to make one check, and then we will...
What am I rolling?
Just acrobatics.
Athletics?
Or athletics, yeah.
I have way better acrobatics, so we're going to do that.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
so
did I do well?
Jesus.
upon falling, given that it is softer ground as well, and you're intentionally do it, Willow is just going to take 4 bludgeoning damage from the fall. Maybe not
Just 4?
landing as... Yeah, maybe like a little bit of a twist ankle. Like, no. But
Ouch.
overall, pretty okay.
My
Cool.
ankle! It's broken!
Oh,
Okay, sorry.
I guess I'm gonna get tied and lowered down, not jump. By the way.
okay. So everyone else was lowered, and then you guys are in the cave. So as you guys kind of like reach the bottom of the hole, there is a path that kind of runs to the north of you and a path that runs to the south. The paths are only 5 feet wide and 6 feet tall, so they're pretty narrow and kind of squishy. So you guys are going to have to go single file any way you want to travel. Which way would you like to travel?
So I guess looking at it, I'd be looking to see... These don't seem to be man-made, or...
They're definitely
Kind
not
of-
man-made, no.
Okay, so is there like a direction where the dirt seems to be like kind of being pushed into? So like, is there a way that looks like, is there more dirt on the north side or on the south side to kind of determine a directionality of whatever made this pathway?
Give me 1 second. I need to pull up a character sheet because I always forget what the skills are, and I want you to make a check for this.
Sure.
It would be, let's do an investigation
Okay. Not great.
on a 5. So there's dirt on each side. It looks like dirt. There's about an adequate amount on each side. You can't really tell if it went from one way to the other, or if it's a continual with like one tunnel and this kind of fell on top of it.
Yeah, so I've
Definitely dirt.
there's a lot of dirt and stuff, guys. How's the lighting down here? Pretty dim?
It is dark as heck.
Gotcha.
So besides the small amount of light that is coming from the top, this would be considered dim. So anyone without dark vision is going to be at a bit of a struggle down here.
Okay.
Unless you magically have some sort of light source.
Do
I
we
think
all have
we
dark vision?
all have dark
Yeah.
vision because Callie has goggles and the rest of us are class-based.
Yeah,
You
I
all
will.
have dark vision?
I will.
Yeah.
I
was gonna say, does
I'm gonna be
Lenny?
honest. I'm pretty sure I don't.
Oh, I
Okay.
forgot you were playing Lenny.
Oh,
Sorry.
No, I do.
Right.
I do.
Okay.
We're good.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll just slide on my goggles at night and just be like, all right,
Alright.
this
All right,
is
Battle 6 is going dark.
Bravo,
We're into this
yeah.
cave. Okay. So yeah, we've landed in the cave, north-south passage. Dirt is around the same. Did you want to make a decision of which way you wanted to go?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, unless you guys have a better idea.
Is there any kind of like wind going through this? Or like slight breeze? I don't know. No, it
The
doesn't
air
lead
is
out.
pretty stale.
Okay.
It's like relatively damp,
Mhm.
and smelly because you're underground. But otherwise, it's
Mm.
just
Just the way I like
silent.
it.
A little damp and smelly.
You too, buddy?
Do we
Um,
hear any noises or vibrations?
Good idea. Can you roll a perception for me?
Sure.
Ooh.
21.
Oh,
Nice.
nat 20,
Cracking
baby.
the first critical. So as you kind of like spin in a little observing circle, you can hear kind of like a bit of skittering, but nothing that's identifiable, sorry, or anything too close. It seems to be kind of echoes and ricochets coming from either tunnel.
Can I take out my orb of planar detection and sit it on the ground and see where it goes?
What does that do?
It just rolls with the like
Slow
if it's on a
coming
hill,
down.
it's
She
a
got
orb
scammed.
of
Oh,
planar.
it's a ball.
I got scammed.
Yeah,
it's a ball.
yeah.
Okay.
It's a scam item. But Willow loves
It's
it, so she's gonna
It's a gravity ball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
plays
yeah.
Okay.
follows gravity. Does it roll north or south?
It. What are you putting it like right in the middle of the mound? Like,
Yeah,
where are you gonna
wherever we're
put it?
standing.
Yeah, so it kind of just rolls into the walls beside you on the west side.
Oh. That's lame. I pick it back up.
Well, that's not really an option, I guess, at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
I
want to dig.
Yeah, I mean, we could try to dig, but that seems like a lot of work for.
Seems futile.
Yeah, that's a really cool item, though. I'm kind of
Thanks.
jealous, Willow.
Thanks, Snacks. I'll let you borrow it sometime.
I was
Oh
breathing.
my god, please.
So yeah, whatever way you guys want to go. I don't really have a preference or know what's going on.
Yeah, I'm fine. Oh, I'm fine with
Are we
eating,
doing
meeny, miny, mo.
No, I'm just.
Okay. What if I spin around and wherever I end up, we go?
Perfect.
All
Spin.
right. She spins like 3 times and
Hold on,
should I let me roll something?
I'm just gonna flip a coin for you.
Yeah. Yes, please.
You pointed southward.
All right.
Oh god
South
damn
is.
it.
What?
A little
Do you want to
dizzy.
go north? We can go north then.
No, I don't care.
I lean into the wall a little bit, being a little dizzy.
On the west wall because that's where the ramp is.
Yeah.
You make sure your ball of planar
right.
detection is effective.
Yes.
So south
Okay.
it is.
All right.
Work.
Who wants to lead?
I
that
can
was
go
my
first.
follow-up question.
All right.
I'm got no problem going up
Callie,
in the lead.
and then
I mean,
I'll go second.
I'll bring
yeah.
up the tail end because Callie can protect both ends that way.
You know it.
Your
I'll
Honor, I wish to
go.
remove myself from the session.
FYI, Callie and I have bracelets that match right now.
Oh,
I'll go third.
Yes.
Thirdly,
Third lead.
Okay, and then who
Probably
is
the back line.
That's Lenny. Okay, so then
Yeah.
Willow is second.
Yep.
Okay, we'll do it like this. Okay, so I need the person in the front to roll me a nature check. Wonderful. So as you guys kind of start traveling through the very, very narrow and long tunnel, you travel for what seems quite some time. The tunnels kind of just go on and on and on. You end up opening into a room that is filled with some mushrooms and they all are providing some light. So it's a bit brighter in here with some stalagmites. And on the other side is another passageway. And I will also need everyone's passive perception real quick.
Ooh.
10.
Passive perception 15.
Mine is
Okay.
also.
Oh wait,
Oh.
hold on, wait.
14.
Yeah.
That's 14.
Yeah.
14 for me too.
My passive is 11.
God, I hope it's higher because I shoot guns.
Okay, so as you guys enter this room here, as you do a quick scannerino, you don't seem to see anything going on. It just seems like a bunch of mushrooms and stalagmites. If you guys would like to start deciding if what you want to do or explore the room.
Those are some big mushrooms, right?
They are some pretty big mushrooms,
Like
as well
really
as
big
cabbages.
mushrooms.
Like giant mushrooms, like a giant cabbage.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
If I look at, do they look edible, the mushrooms?
As a friendly reminder, all mushrooms are edible. Some mushrooms are only edible once.
Do they look like they would be
This is how he gets us.
edible multiple times or pleasant to eat?
You can roll a nature check. if you want
Can
to
I
chill.
also make one?
Okay, perfect. Yeah, anyone who wants to is more than welcome.
Okay.
Oh, that's a damn
Are
good
any of
roll.
them
Nature.
venomous?
That is shit.
Venomous?
Sorry.
Not poisonous, venomous. As in they bite me
No.
and I die.
No, I know what venomous is. If you bite each other, nobody dies. It's kink. I get it. Don't worry. Ooh.
Does that mean everyone that
Um,
survives a snake attack, it's kink?
Yes, I guess.
So, anyways,
If you do it consensually and you like it. Sorry.
Important.
Her
Important
with
distinction.
the very serious, straight answer reply. I love it.
Sorry, I'm all about education.
I know.
I'll leave it
I know
alone.
you are.
hey man, I'm kink same, not shame. You do what you want. I'm not gonna judge you for it.
Teach me, mommy.
Okay, well maybe I changed my mind actually. Yeah, if you guys they don't look like they're gonna kill you. If you guys wanted to go up and munch on some mushrooms, there's nothing
I will
stopping you.
absolutely just take a little bite because
Which-
I got interrupted.
Are there different kinds of mushrooms? Did we say?
Or
Or are they all like the same?
They just seem the bigger ones are all about the same. They have the same like white brownish cap, white underneath, and then there's a bunch of like smaller ones. They don't seem to be any different in makeup, I guess. Just different colors, in a sense.
Oh,
And you said they're like,
kind of deal.
and you said they're bioluminescent. They're kind of like irradiating
they're
light.
producing a little bit of light. Yeah.
Okay.
Just dim. Nothing like.
Snacks.
Mhm.
Which one are you
Radiant.
eating?
I want to eat. I would have gone up to one of the. I want to take a bite of one of the bigger ones, so I would have gone to the one that like if I move my character like there, the big one right there.
Okay.
Okay. Any other party members?
I'm gonna eat a tiny one. I'm gonna see him. Watch him go for the big one, and I'll go for a little one.
I
Okay.
don't want to eat any, but I was raised in a nature sanctuary, so I would try and like I don't know, get some spores to like grow more up in the nature sanctuary and like pocket that.
That's smart.
Sorry, it's a CRN thing to do.
It is very much.
Wait, look, that's not gonna be an issue. Anyone else?
Nah, I'll just while these guys are munching, I'm just gonna keep an eye out, and if I see creatures and stuff, yeah.
Creatures and stuff. Well,
Creatures
now that
and
you mention
stuff.
it, as soon as you go down to bite one of the mushrooms, you hear a screech coming from the end of the hall over
Oops,
here.
all red caps.
And we're
Yeah.
gonna go to initiative.
Big oopsie.
As
Oh shit.
all of these
Ah!
kind of plant things show up from
Oh!
within the mushrooms.
Oh, what the tit dirt?
What the fungi, man?
Yeah, what the
Hey.
fungi?
Mm.
Are these some fun guy?
Oh, what is up with my force?
We will
I don't-
find out, won't we?
I had my
Yeah.
character selected and it didn't send.
Ripperoni.
That's okay. I can put yours in.
Sorry.
That's okay. I mean, I can't believe you're doing this to the DM. You're the worst ever.
You're welcome.
I literally am the worst at initiative, so it's
Yeah, I
tracks.
mean,
And turn.
yeah,
What'd you
you
roll?
are.
Where is it?
I mean, I just
12.
moved her. I didn't even let her go, so I know I had her
All right.
selected.
So we are now in initiative, and all of these plant-looking things have jumped out of these mushrooms and are
Uh-oh.
just kind of like flailing their planty tendons and screeching as you guys have tried to eat a mushroom.
Oh, I'm
Lenny,
sorry.
what are you doing?
What am
just
I
let her
doing?
Put it down.
You're
Do
first
they
on the
look
list,
like
my friend.
they're? Are they? Do they look like they're coming to attack us?
Oh yeah, they are not pleased.
Okay, cool. Then
The
this
coolest.
one. I'm gonna shoot this one first.
Which one? This one in the front
I
here,
think.
sorry?
Right there.
There's just a lot of them I have to keep track of right now.
Actually, I'm gonna take one step over to the back here because that
Over to
should
the
bring
back,
me
sure.
to 60. Yeah. Okay. So I'll make sure I'm not like at a disadvantage or anything.
Too close, fair.
Yeah. Just want to make sure about something. I'm going to choose to use my sharpshooter feat.
Okay.
So
Do it.
just I rolled the
Wow.
wow.
Yep.
I don't know how that happened. I got a 5 minus 5, so nothing happens. I missed that shot. I'm gonna use my second shot. Try that again. Because that's 2 turns, 2 actions, and then I get a bonus.
Sure. I'm just gonna
Okay,
trust
I
you
don't-
because
is it-
Wow.
Is it actually rolling that, or is it just
Yeah,
giving me
Yeah,
5?
it's actually rolling
Yeah.
up.
It's
You rolled
Wow.
a 5
Yep.
twice. Wow. Which, I mean, after your plus hit is like probably a 7 or an 8, right?
Wow.
Well, it's -5 on the sharpshooter because he
Damn.
uses an
Oh,
attack roll to
how
get bonus on
much-
the damage.
Well, isn't it still your proficiency -5, or is it just a flat out -5?
It's only -5, but then you still get to add your proficiency and to hit.
It probably still wouldn't have hit either way.
Yeah,
'cause it
it's
No,
probably
wouldn't
like
have
a
but-
been-
7 or
yeah.
an 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most likely not.
I'm
Damn,
kind
though.
of bewildered
That's
about
funny.
what to do about that. I'm just bonus action reload.
Okay.
Good luck, guys.
Is that it for
That's the
our
first time. Yeah,
gratuitous
that's a
sharpshooter?
rare occasion for me.
That's okay. Everyone, never mind. Callie?
Yeah.
We've all misfired once or twice, boys.
I am going
Was
to
he
move
gonna miss?
myself up.
Wasn't
Is that
actually
a misfire?
No, it's not. No.
It was just a joke.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah, yeah.
No, Luke's
Well,
accent.
you do.
in chat.
Yeah. No, because it was still a 5 on the d20 roll, so I think you're
Give
good.
me 1 sec to readjust
Oh.
myself.
Oh, is there a misfire rule on the sharpshooter feat? Is there something I'm missing?
Yeah.
Just
no,
for
there's
ranged
a
weapons
gun-
or guns.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wow,
guns.
that's still not gonna work.
No, yeah, 'cause
Okay.
it would have been like on a critical fail. It does that, right?
No.
assuming.
Some have a misfire
Okay.
of like 1 to 3, I think.
I was gonna
but-
double check real quick.
Yeah, if you wouldn't
But
mind.
Probably not
I'm not
5.
familiar with firearms in D&D.
I am
You guys can go ahead.
just gonna
I'll
go
roll it if
here.
there's-
And I am just gonna hold my action to stab out with the pike if anything gets in range and is aggressive. I don't
Sounds
know if
good.
these things can fucking move, but that's all I got.
Guess we're gonna find out, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, is that everything for Callie?
Yep, that's my turn.
Oh, we are
Right,
about to find
plants.
out.
Yep, that's why I said it. Plants are moving. So they are gonna move. This guy's gonna move up.
Is this like the
This
Lord
guy's
of the
gonna move
Rings
up.
part where the Ents
This
are on
guy's
the
gonna move
move?
up. This guy's gonna move up. This guy's gonna move up. I'm afraid not. This guy's gonna run right at you. So if you wanted to take your opportunity attack, you're more than welcome to, or your
Or-
held action. Sorry,
Sure.
because he has got his planty tendons ready to. Ooh, 25 will hit. 12.
Yeah, I don't know if they're immune to poison, but it is
They are not immune to poison.
good to
Hey.
fucking know.
Good, good times.
That is also I have Sentinel, so he cannot move.
Oh.
He
I
has to
see.
stay there.
Okay. He is going to require you to make a con save for me real quick.
Okay.
Ooh.
You are stunned for 1 minute.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
As
Oh.
he shoots his hand up and shoots some like floaty spores at you that kind of
Oh
upon
boy,
inhalation kind of freeze your body up.
guys, maybe we should stay away from them.
All the other ones are out of range to do anything else. So Sierran, you're up next.
Okay, I am going to cast a wall of thorns.
Okay.
Um,
Shit.
it will be, so it'll be like, so it's a 10-foot in a circle, or it's a 20-foot circle, so it's 10-foot diameter. So all these guys will get in
Okay.
it, in the circle.
I'm gonna- So it's from here.
Yeah.
It's a very crude drawing, but anyways, this is all thorny.
It's Pac-Man.
Yeah, and so anyone in the, they'd all basically kind of be in range to get hit with it because it's
And
5
they-
feet wide. So they need
Yeah.
to save dexterity or take 78 damage.
Yes. and
Also
it was
difficult
29.
terrain to move through it.
Oh, that's okay. They've all died.
Okay. Yeah, and then I'll inspire Callie. That's it.
I'm stunned for a minute. That might not be the best move.
Yes,
That's
keep
10 that's-
inspiration.
That's 10 rounds. I'm just saying that's 10 rounds, so I'm gonna be pretty useless.
Hmm.
We all have moments.
That's all right. I said
roll.
that's what I was gonna do,
Yeah.
and maybe it will do something. It's fine.
Yeah, there might be a saving throw you need while stunned.
Yeah.
You know?
There might be. Lucky / Snacks.
I
What are
love
the-
it. I'm gonna. So I don't know if I would know this, but when Callie like attacked it, her getting stunned was its movement, not like a thing that happened after she hit it. Just for my own.
So what you would have been able to see is her taking a big old thwap at him,
Yeah.
and then after this plant was hit, his hands came up and some spores
Okay.
came out,
But
and
like
she
he did.
has been
Okay.
frozen solid.
But he did like a hand movement towards her for the spores.
Yeah, there was some
Okay.
sort of thing that
Alright.
the plant did that.
Good
caused it to
enough for
happen.
me. I'm gonna run up to it and I'm going to stab it.
Sounds like a plan to me.
So that is a 27 for
Oh.
11.
The what stabbed really confused me. I'm like, you rolled a 2 to hit.
Oh
but
yeah,
you got the
sorry.
bonus damage?
I will be rolling a few things. It happens.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
that is a hit for 11.
Is
And
it?
now
It's
this
still
plant. Oh, it's very bloodied.
okay, or sappied. I'm going to. Well, you know what? I guess if it's still alive, I will attack it again.
It's very sappy.
And I do have advantage. Oh no, I don't know if I have advantage with Callie there because she's stunned, but that's still 12
No, because
damage.
usually advantage would be on an
Yeah.
incapacitated or
Well,
a non-incapacitated ally.
Yeah. But 18 either way.
Yeah. So hold on, a mess stab and a good stab, are those the damage numbers? Changing that?
Those are the type. My damage die changes depending on what kind of stab I do, which is based on what I roll on a d4. So a mess stabby uses a 1d. What is that? That's a d6, I think, for my damage. Yeah. But the other one used a d10 for damage.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna kill this one.
Yay!
So don't have to worry about that.
All right. And then so those are my 2 attacks. I saw what they did. I'm gonna stand right here because I feel like I'm helping Callie somewhat by being here,
Okay.
and that's my turn.
Sounds good. So these other plants are gonna go. These other plants are a little bit bigger than the first set. And this one's gonna walk right up over the corpse of his friend, who I'm just gonna remove from existence just to make the screen cleaner. This one's gonna move up on the other side, and they're gonna do a good old fashioned smack on each side of you. So we are going to
Oh,
actually. So this one on the left here is
Yep.
going to shoot some spores at you, Snacks. If you can make a con save for me.
fuck that. Okay. Hey, that's good though.
Okay. You're fine as you kind of just blow the spores out of your face, and then
Cool.
he's gonna hit you with his fist. Planty fist for
Okay.
21 to hit.
That misses.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my wait, oh man, there's so many things I have. I'm sorry. Riposte. When a creature misses you with melee attack, you can use your reaction, expend 1 superiority die to make a melee attack against it.
Sure.
So
I
do
hate
that. Yeah. So it's a 14 to hit.
Sure. 14's not gonna be enough.
Oh gosh, dang it. In that
you know
case,
what? Sorry, I moved the wrong token. I
Oh.
just realized.
Okay.
So that one's actually back there. So we'll just assume that was the other token that did it because they both have
Sure.
the same ability. Sorry, carry on.
So that missed either way. So that's that.
Okay. Yep, the other one doesn't have anything it can do from that range, so we're gonna move on to the next, which is Willow. Sorry.
Willy, free Willy.
Come on, Willy.
So is the one next to Callie dead? Or almost dead?
No, there was one like a smaller plant that was
It's
next
a
to
different
Callie, and
one.
it has died. This is a different one.
Okay.
It's bigger than the other one.
Okay, well.
Oh.
Let's see. What does she want to do?
There are supposed to be large creatures as well. I just forgot to make the token as such. So,
Okay.
sorry about that.
That's
But
okay.
they are big boys. They're
I'm gonna
big
go
plant boys.
1, 2, 3,
4, and then I would like to cast Gust of Wind
Hey!
towards the one next to Callie, and like going out that way.
So this direction.
Yep. Trying to
All right,
push
so
all those
everything in
fuckers away.
that starts a turn.
They had to do a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away from me in the direction following the
and
line.
that's on their turn though.
Uh,
So each creature that starts.
yeah,
the
that
turn, right?
starts its turn in
Okay.
the line.
Okay. So let's just, because I will honestly forget it if I don't draw this in.
So,
I'm just gonna let me-
question with that: it's 10 feet wide.
Yes.
Are you able to sculpt
Oh.
around that?
It's
if not-
evocation, so yes, I
Okay.
believe I am.
Okay, cool.
'Cause I
Because I was gonna say,
have
otherwise, me and
mod
Snacks
thing.
are still in the line.
Yeah, no, you guys should be good.
Okay, cool.
'Cause
I'll
That'd
type
be pretty
all
cool,
those on
though.
that path. Yeah. So are you shooting it like the 10 feet would be like on this line as well, or are you just gonna shoot? You could just shoot it at the like on that side and just throw it at the stalagmite instead, and then you wouldn't have to worry about evocation crafting it around them.
Oh no, it wouldn't.
Because it's from you, right? Like, couldn't you just want it that way as well?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it's 10 feet wide. Yeah.
10
Yeah.
feet wide, right?
Yeah,
And
so
then
that
you don't have to worry
works.
about the other two.
Yeah, that
It
works.
isn't going to hit this one because he's behind the stalagmite, but this way we don't have to risk throwing a stunned Callie across the field.
I mean,
Taping like a
we want
wrecking
it because I
ball.
have the just like as a feature. It's evocation felt. There.
Oh, right. Okay,
It's
well,
just
then
this. Did I hit that?
not
I didn't
relevant.
hit that.
Okay.
It's just that. That thing. So it just I can. No, that's the wrong thing. Shit.
That's the wrong thing. I'm assuming you have
This.
spells.
Oh,
spells.
there you go.
Sorry.
All right, sounds
Yeah.
good. So
Yeah,
we don't have to
so-
worry about it.
Perfect.
Nope.
The point is, it's not going to hit anybody else except those two. Okay. Is
Okay.
there anything else you would like to do?
No, that's it.
Sounds good. Lenny,
Okay.
you're reloaded and ready for vengeance. I hope.
Let's try this again. I'm gonna hit this guy with the. Let's try it again, and this time hopefully I won't roll a 5. There we go. That's a natural 20.
Hey, that's right. That is
actually,
nat
it's only
20.
a 15.
Oh, hello.
So that's another.
Yeah. Sorry,
That'd be a
we're
plus
shooting at the
10
one
to
beside
my-
Callie.
Yes, right here.
Okay.
Okay, so. Okay, so where is
And
my
it's plus
gun?
10 on the damage,
Actually,
right? For that.
Yep. And so
Okay.
the
Wow.
4, so 14 total on that one.
Okay.
But it's critical, so the dice is doubled, or that's how we
It-
are we rolling
it
more dice
did.
or double.
It already
can
doubled.
so-
It's a 1 and a 3 you rolled.
Oh, the
No,
3
that's
is
his
a plus
modifier.
3.
Oh no, oh, it's a plus 3.
That's
The
what
yeah.
modifier.
is the modifier.
yep.
You can just roll another d10. I'll do it that way
Okay.
because I like
Is
having
it?
higher dice rolls and making someone count them. Because I don't have to count the damage. So that's
So
friendly. Okay.
that's without the modifier, if I remember correctly, right? With the criticals.
Yeah, so it's just
Yep.
a d10. Yep.
Yeah. So another 3.
So 7
17.
total.
So
17,
7.
yeah.
So 17. Yeah, it's
Yep.
17 with that one, and then it's going to attack this one with a regular shot.
Okay.
Without any extra BS. No, wrong one. Wrong weapon. This one. Sorry. There you
Double-bladed
go.
scimitar. That's gonna hit. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a little bit
And
better.
then 8 damage.
Right. Okay. Gonna go down to this.
Love when
damage.
the non-crit does more than the crit.
Hey, sometimes the crit's just for style points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say I haven't mentioned it. I suppose I should because it had some critical successes. I do like playing with special critical fail rules. So if you guys start rolling critical fails, fun things are going to happen. Hopefully, for me and not for you guys, but just an FYI.
I will try my best to
For
not
example,
critical
if
fail.
you're shooting and he's shooting from here, we're going to roll a random dice and you might hit your friends. But
Oh no.
Don't my AC is too high. He won't hit me. It's fine.
He'll hit me.
He says as bullets enter to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. I should have mentioned that before. I forgot it wasn't relevant till now. Now it's relevant.
Cool.
Those are 2 attacks. Did you want to make any movement?
I'm comfortable where I'm sitting right now. I can get almost everyone, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Callie. I need you to make another con save.
Okay.
And this is gonna be the so the turn's gonna be forfeited, and you just make another con save. If you succeed, you're no longer stunned, which you did. So on the next round, you can actually do things again.
Cool.
That's good.
This one has to make a dex save. What was the spell save on that again? for the gust? 15, right?
Yes. 15.
All right, he's going to get blasted back 10 feet. The other one hasn't had their turn, but is these things' turns now. And they are going to start moving towards you guys in a very aggressive manner. Does it count as rough terrain as well, moving through it, or is it just normal? Well, it's 15
I think
feet away,
just
actually.
It's
normal.
2 feet for every 1 foot of movement going towards you. So yeah, it is rough.
Yeah. So it's going to not be stupid. It's going to kind of walk away from it. This one's made its max movement, so that's all of them for now. Siren.
Okay, I'm gonna do something weird.
Yes.
I am going to polymorph Callie into a swarm of cranium rats.
You're going to turn
Turn
Yes.
your
one
friend into a bunch of brain
Yes.
rats against plants?
multiple ray.
Yes, because they are immune to stun.
Mm.
So she can get up in their
Oh.
face and not have to worry about getting stunned again while she's in that form.
So she becomes those and assumes their stats, or what?
She assumes there's the ability. Here, I can do polymorph for
Yeah, if you wouldn't
everyone.
mind just linking that as well, just so I understand. I've never played with a
I
polymorph.
could try. Give me a second. I have to link it from D&D Beyond.
I do appreciate turning my friend into a pile of rats. That's got to be a...
She's good
Yeah.
with it. She knows.
It's
She's
basically
fine.
however
She
much
trusts
HP.
me.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I love it.
So basically, it's the CR of the level of the creature, which she is 7. So anything lower than 7, I could turn her into. Which, sorry, I'm getting to my spell tab right now.
I'm
Didn't forget.
playing Dishonored 2, and that's literally a scene that happens like very early in the game.
Whoa,
You
spoilers.
shoot someone, he
Yeah.
just turns.
All right.
He just turns into a pile of rats. You're like, oh.
Oh, that didn't help at all. Let me.
But
I
yeah,
don't have
she-
access to the Adventure Tier campaign, so I can't even link it for you. So unfortunately, I
Okay.
have no use
But I
for
mean,
it.
she gets it, as long as Jen brings up the swarm of cranium rats.
Yeah, I got it. I'm good.
Monster
I'm-
I
thing.
just need to know that when
Yeah.
she is attacked, does she have her armor and her?
Yeah,
I,
I'm-
She-
I
no,
have
she
or
has-
does
I have
she
the
the
total
rats
stats of the
until-
creature until
Yep.
my
Okay.
HP goes
She
down
does-
or she loses concentration.
She does keep her
Okay.
armor though too.
Mm,
It
I don't
says
think
that on
armor
the
fits on
spell.
rats.
Let me. It's you said keep the stats of it. I'm dragging it. Just give me a
Not
second.
with
I have to
not
like.
with polymorph.
I have to pop my thing back in to chat.
You have
I
to do
think,
what?
To
with
drag it. It's a pain in the ass.
Wild shape's a
Oh,
little different,
no.
but with polymorph, you get everything of the creature, like the intelligence, the armor.
surprisingly, I am smarter.
Okay.
Oh
here
yeah,
I
the
is
could
target's
have
mirror
mounted
meld
too.
into the new form. Creature
It
can
melds into
activate,
the new
use, wield, or
form.
benefit from any of it otherwise. So you can't use anything.
Yeah.
No, she
So
is
you
a
literally
cranium
assume
rat.
that you are a cranium rat until you get beaten otherwise.
Yep,
Or she
But-
loses concentration.
Right.
but it's also temp HP basically of the cranium rats, which
Yeah.
is huge.
Which I'm just gonna roll for it. So I rolled 49, so you have 49 HP. Way higher than average.
Hey,
Okay, all right, I'll take it.
not gonna complain
Okay.
about that.
Right? I rolled 2. It's a 8d8, and I rolled
Yeah.
2 8s, 2 7s. So
I
half
love
of
it.
is maxed.
I
is there anything
love
else that Karen's gonna do?
Callie being a swarm of rats. Cranium rats.
One becomes many.
There's a bunch of little brains on the ground.
Little
slimy
brains.
and-
So what happens
Yeah.
if like one rat dies?
So it gets to like a half HP, and then basically it's like half the swarm is taken out, and my damage is lowered.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
Huh.
think we have to worry about that, but we'll see. They're also lawful evil, so anything.
Wahaha.
The down
But
with the
I
plant.
mean, I'm
Yeah.
from Sylvanas, so we can just say they're real rats.
They-
but-
you- I mean,
Morality
and
is just a suggestion in D&D.
you do still know like who your enemies are when you're polymorphed and everything. So
Okay. Sounds like a
I love
plan to me.
polymorph. It's great.
So that's gonna be it for you then?
Beautiful.
yeah, and then I will inspire snacks.
Yeah.
And then I think I'm gonna move before this boyo gets near me, since Callie can't protect me right now. So let me.
I mean, you did turn her into a bunch of rats.
Well, I know, but it's not her fault. I'm just saying it's smart to move back here. So.
Okay.
Rat Callie is best Callie.
No, I'm up here. All right, that's my turn.
All right, Lucky Snacks, let's go.
All right. With the rats by my side, I will strike out at the plant next to me. And the rats are there, right? That's
Sure.
because they're in Callie's spot. Cool. So I will have advantage. Ha ha ha. Ah, fuck. Hey, that's a
Wow.
crit, though.
Ooh.
All right.
So
Well, roll your.
the 10 damage crit. I'm just gonna attack it again.
D2. Okay, so hold on. You got to roll your damage dice again.
Oops, sorry. God
the
damn it.
first
Yeah,
crit.
no, ignore that. Ignore the 21 because I didn't. I hit the wrong thing because I have too many things on this now.
Oh no! What's your higher level?
All right, 10.
Yeah.
So
10 damage there. So 10 and 10 for a beautiful 20.
You got to roll the crit dice on your critical
It
strike. though.
rolled
You
already.
auto-rolled it? Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
It's
I
fine.
don't like using roll 20 rolls. These things confuse me.
It's cool.
They're formatted a
good.
little differently, and it's enough to confuse me.
And then do I? That's it. I'll just do that. That's good. I'm good.
Okay. Sounds like a plan, Stan. We're gonna go to these things. He's gonna make a dex save. He is going to fail his dex save and get thrown back 15 feet.
Yeah.
Out of here.
Nope.
No.
That's
In
force
the
move.
back, you can see now some more lovely, lovely bugs or plants are
No.
on the way. They're also gonna start moving 30 feet in. To math that out, these guys are going to move through it and using their max speed. And one of them is going to shoot 2 fists at the swarm of rats.
Okay, it's a whopping 12. My AC.
So 13, sorry.
Yep.
13
Oh.
is one that hits. For 10 bludgeoning and 8 poison damage.
Ooh.
Okay, so I am resistant to bludgeoning.
So you are.
Yeah, apparently.
So you take
Yup.
5.
Yeah.
And then so that's 13 total, 8 of which is poison.
Okay.
That's gonna be it for them. They've used all of their things because the other rat couldn't make it, or the other plant couldn't make it through the fucking wind wall from Yasuo over here. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna drop the wind wall
okay.
because it's concentration, and I don't want to do that.
Thank God. Thank you.
And then I'm going to use the Codex
Thank you.
and cast Fireball towards all those fuckers, sculpting around whatever's left of Callie, and Snacks. Sorry, I can't tell. I think that's Lenny, right? No, he's
Probably
at the
the guys
bottom.
No,
back
that's
So
No,
who the
it's
heck-
just
it's
so
the rats?
it's the
the
rats
rats
that
and-
are standing next to me, which
Okay.
is technically me, and just my token
Okay.
is still there. I can
So
just
Okay.
what we'll
move
do is
this
I'll just
down like
quickly
way
put you
over.
to the. Yeah, I was
But,
just moving your layer.
Yeah,
It deleted my
so-
initiative when you did that. Just FYI.
Oh, okay. I still see it. So
Okay.
So I want to cast the. Oh wait, no, it's
Fireball?
it's yes. Hold on, sorry. I keep thinking it's like like Burning Hands of the Cone. I think so. I keep
The
thinking of it as a cone, but it's not.
20-foot
It's
No,
radius
it's a-
based on point.
yeah,
It's a big
On, like,
old
60 feet.
radius.
big ol' racist. Probably just to hit like as many of these guys over here as I can.
I'm
So is
assuming
that-
you don't want to hit your rat friends.
Well, I can sculpt around them.
That only
Okay.
gives advantage on the save, though,
What?
right?
What do you mean?
Let me go back and read it.
Sculpting gives
No.
advantage on the
It
saving
means
throw.
I can move around.
No, they automatically
No.
succeed, and they take no damage if they would take half.
Yeah.
If oh,
Yeah.
evocation
Sculpting.
wizards
They're like they're
don't-
not.
that's beautiful. I love that.
Yeah.
How
Like
many
I can.
people-
Yeah.
So I'm
Um,
using the codex, so I'm gonna. It throws twice because Susan will throw it once.
Okay, and you're gonna throw
that-
it.
I'm gonna
So
just throw them
20
out here now.
Is
But
it
yeah.
20 or 30.
It's There you go.
Ah, thank you.
Yep.
20-foot radius. Okay, so I don't. So if we throw it here,
Man, those were both really mediocre fireballs.
We're warming up.
so you hit everything. So I'm gonna make 3 dex saves for
Sweet.
these things. 1
Roll
success.
20.
My
Roll 20's on some shit tonight. It seems.
0
Yeah.
successes on those ones. So how much damage were they? 20 and 23.
20
Okay, so you've
yeah.
effectively turned these guys into whatever plant-based bacon would be.
Sweet.
And just
Impossible bacon.
yeah,
Bacon.
well,
Did I fuck up the mushrooms in the center too?
Oh yeah, they're definitely.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, because you need a damage count for each one that hits, right?
Ideally.
Yeah.
The first one will literally
For
kill all
Jen.
3 of these things. So
Okay. It was 1 save and 2 successes, or sorry, 1 fail and.
all of these ones on the left here failed. The 2
Okay.
things in the middle succeeded.
Gotcha.
I don't remember how to. If I just type /GM, does that just whisper it to me? I don't know.
Yes.
It's been a while since I've been on here.
Just tell me how many successes and fails, and I can do like the actual numbers.
Okay. There was.
So you said there was 3 fails and 2 successes on that first one.
Yeah, so the
Okay.
3 on the left failed, the ones that are all X'd out.
Yep.
And then the 2 in the middle here succeeded on the first one. And I guess I have to roll for the second one too, don't I?
Yep.
Yeah.
1 succeeded, 1 failed. So the one on the left succeeded on both.
Okay.
Which means he's going to take 12 and 10, which is 33. So he's going to be dropped down to X health. He succeeded and
Yay.
failed. So he's going to take 12 and then 20, which is 32. Just going to put him down to X health. Okay, so the one on the left, very, very bloodied. Oh, very, very sappy for Sartuk. And the one on the right is half sappy.
Shappy.
Okay.
It-
That's my turn though. So
Sounds good. Lenny?
That's
Let's,
all you did on your turn, Willow? God.
yeah, that was it. Sorry guys.
Let's see if I can get the sharpshooter to work pretty well again. Where is it? Down here. Okay. Nope. One more. Nope.
Oh, no.
Definitely not. That's a 1.
That's an heavy
So
one.
that's a I gotta roll to see if my guns explode. Just
Uh-oh.
fire.
Which one were
I
you
just got
firing
normal.
at, by the way?
This one. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
This one. There you go. Let me just double check the rules real quick. I'm pretty sure. Blah blah blah. Okay, so my pistol is broken, but I can attempt to fix it.
Sounds good.
So my turn's over. If that's the case.
I'm also going to ask you to roll a d4
Sounds good.
for the critical fail. And so we're going to.
Four.
The 4 is going to be the good roll. So as you kind of like locked and loaded, as you fire off, it kind of just magically whizzes past everything and collides in this mushroom behind you. If you'd rolled any other number, one of your friends were getting shot. So
Awesome.
you
Yeah.
rolled the
Okay,
good one.
so that's my turn. Super anticlimactic.
Well, you didn't shoot your friends.
True.
Callie,
True.
up to you.
I am going to cast confusion on the 2 guys that are in front of me.
Okay.
So I will. It is a. Hang on. What is the DC on it? It is a DC 13.
Can you cast spells as rats?
I can. It is an innate ability on these rats. This is not even my
Yeah.
ability. It's better than
Oh,
me.
is it?
It's a level 4.
Oh. Okay.
So.
Oh, so it is. Yeah, once a day.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
great.
Okay. I'm down to clown. What's the.
I'm trying to. It's a wisdom save, DC 13.
It's going to do the same thing. Yeah, it did the same thing. Okay, wisdom 13. So 2 rolls. 18 and 17.
Okay, so it does nothing. And then I am just gonna, I don't know, fucking crawl up on one of these bad boys, so that way Snacks can get advantages.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, that's all I
We're
got.
going to pass to the smaller plant, which there are not very many left.
I
This
love
one's
it.
going to run around this stalagmite, and these 2 in the back are going to kind of move up as well. That's all they're going to do. Sieran?
I'm gonna move here. I don't think these 2. Oh, they're just in range.
I don't like the way you said that.
I'm just gonna shatter on them. And They need to make a 16 save,
All right.
Constitution
Are
save.
these the two big ones in front of you, or are these the ones in the back? Sorry, I was looking at
These
the
two right
these
here.
two? Okay, so those are this one. I need to make dex saves. What was it? Con saves.
Con saves or take 22 damage.
First one was a 12. Second one was a 19.
Okay, so 1 pass, 1 fail.
And they take full damage on fail and no damage on success. Is it?
They take half.
Half. Okay, so you've killed the one on the left, and the one on the right takes half of 19. Oh, it was only 19. Actually, this one's that's
No, it's 22. It's a higher level cast.
Okay, sounds good. So you've murdered the one on the left. The one on the right is half sappied.
Okay. And then for my bonus action, Uninspire Willow. She's right there.
Okay,
Thanks, girl.
That's my turn.
Lucky.
Alrighty. I am going to move up to there.
Sounds like a
I
plan, Stan.
I'm going to attack. I don't care which one I attack. I'll attack the one to the right, the one that's right in front of my friend
Okay.
Callie the rat. Callie the rats, and I will attack it. Cool.
Uh-oh. 24 is
Fine.
enough to hit.
For 8.
8 piercing. Okay.
Is that one still up?
It is still up. Yes.
I will attack it again.
Sounds like a plan.
Great.
Another 8. Sounds good.
Cool. Is it still up?
Still up.
Great. I'll use
Very sappied.
goading attack on it. So it needs, well, if it survives the extra 5 damage,
Which it does.
great. It needs to make a
Very strong plans.
DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. It rolls dirty 20.
Okay, so it succeeds, so nothing else happens. But then I'm going to use my bonus action to do whatever number 5 on my weird kobold stabby thing is, which I should have had up, but I didn't, because I'm bad. So 1 second, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
We're going to just hum a little tune for a second, because
Yep.
apparently I'm not signed in to D&D Beyond on the right account either.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, no, I really
Get
fucked
it
up here.
together, snacks.
I really fucked up here. Oh my god. Wait, just talk about the weather for like 2 more seconds.
Really nice
Well,
out
it's
today.
been pretty
Cold.
warm up here, actually. We're looking at like 60 degrees for you Americans, which is pretty decent for second week of November.
Yeah,
A little bit of
that's
snow
pretty good.
the other day, but it is since dissipated and melted. Roads are a little slick, a little bit of rain, slight cloud cover, bit of overcast. Looking at a high of 12 degrees overnight and a low of -2.
Oh my
That's
god,
Canadian.
why?
Sorry.
There we go. I found it. I'm good at
I don't know
this.
what that is in American. Like 55
Great. All of
to,
that for a jar of glue. I
30.
throw a jar of glue at a 5-foot square I can see within 20 feet.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
I chuck the glue at the 2 things in front of us. They need to do a creatures who enter the square of glue on their turn or begin their turn, so which is coming up,
Sure is.
must succeed on a strength saving throw of 16 or have their speed reduced to 0 until the end of their next turn. It doesn't matter because they're attacking us. Ignore it. You're fine.
Okay. So it's a
Just-
5-foot radius?
You can
Okay.
effectively just ignore it.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep.
Anything else for your turn?
Nope, that's it.
They're gonna make the strength saves anyways. One got a natural 1, and one got
Cool.
a 4.
He
So
can't
they're
move
very
now
stuck.
until the end of his
They're
turn.
very stuck. To your surprise, they kind of turn at you and they start speaking in common
What?
and say, "Wait a second. You are not insects. What are you doing down here?" As they've become immediately perplexed about what you're doing in these caves.
I'm pretty small, but yeah, I'm not an insect. Like, wow.
Well, I was more
Kind
talking
of
to
offensive.
the swarm of rats is a little concerning, but the rest of you, why are you here?
Oh.
In our home.
I mean, usually the Callie is the swarm of rats. She'd usually probably do the talking about this with you. It's not my strong suit.
Why didn't you speak up sooner?
Well, we don't take kindly to people invading our home and eating our food.
We did. Oh yeah.
We didn't know it was your food. We didn't even see you till we started. Well, I'm sorry.
Didn't you hear that loud thing in the back? It was yelling at you.
No.
I'm sorry. Did we just kill your family?
I'm sorry.
Kind of.
We don't speak shriek.
Do you speak Shriekin?
No.
I'm sorry for killing your family.
Well, I mean, on the bright side, we can use them to create more nutritious foods for ourselves. So
I mean, that's great,
I
right?
suppose on a bright side, but no, they're using.
You
them as
hear it
fertilizer.
in your
Sounds
head,
really-
Willow, because I can apparently speak telepathically. They're mushrooms. They decompose stuff. They're just gonna decompose and eat their friends.
Yeah, so they're plant cannibals.
I have no idea if you can actually just talk back to me telepathically, or you're
I
just
think I
speaking out loud.
I might have message. So I'm gonna boop. I do the message thing. Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys are now talking about cannibal plants. They kind of explained to you that they've lived down here for a while,
Okay.
and they've been under siege and attacked by these kind of insectoids that have been rampaging through these tunnels.
Oh, well,
they
that's what's
also
making the
inform you-
holes.
It's
Probably,
well,
maybe.
I can neither confirm nor deny that accusation.
So these insects are probably the cause of the cabbage and the mushroom issues.
Cabbage? That's an above world food. We don't talk about that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you see that tunnel? That's where we came from, and that was through a outworld food patch.
I see.
Secret tunnel.
2 Avatar references today. They I can't focus when I laugh. So they kind of put their arms down and show that they mean you no harm. If you are willing to stop murdering them, they are willing to stop being murdered by you.
Did I hear any of this?
Are they willing? Are they?
Well,
the
other ones kind of move up.
I don't think I've ever met
non-threateningly.
plants that talk before. I mean, maybe other people here have. I know plants can talk if you have a thing to talk to plants. I'm pretty sure.
Is Lenny
someone's
hearing
done that.
any of this?
I mean, I
'Cause
can
he's
talk
still
to
kinda
plants,
far
but-
away.
Yeah.
You can probably hear whispers, which is confusing.
I can. I'll message to Lenny saying apparently they're peaceful. Come on over.
I was like, because I'm just gonna start blasting.
Yeah.
Yes, they are peaceful. So if you guys are done murdering them, they will be done trying to.
For
not be
now.
murdered.
For now.
I will move you back to token layer so you can control that. And they have offered as well off to the side here. There's a little kind of grove that's been cut out, and they say we have wares to sell if you're interested, since you're here already.
Well, I mean,
What kind of
plants
currency
are-
do you take?
Well, whatever you've got.
Okay.
Maybe
Mostly
it's
gold.
current seed because they're plants.
Hey.
But,
Ha. Anyways, sorry. Tech, that's pretty funny.
That was.
They are. They inform you that they are skilled alchemists, actually.
What?
And they have an assortment of potions. If
What?
you are interested in buying some,
What?
'cause they're plants, and they're very. Listen.
I
they're
love all
plants
the
that make
turns.
potions
I
with
love.
other plants. All
They're
right.
all.
Do
so
you
many turns.
use your bodies to make these potions?
No,
That's
we use
kind of-
non-sentient bodies. What kind of monsters do you think we are?
A follow-up
Okay.
follow-up question. Do you
Sure.
also blow glass to make the potion bottles? If so, how do you not catch on fire?
No, they're kind of in mud. Mud
Oh.
containers.
Okay. That does.
How do you
make
bake
sense.
them?
I'm gonna cancel
You're
my
asking a
spell
lot of
on
questions for a
Callie
guy who shot his
we
friend.
Callie again.
What was that, Ciaran?
I'm gonna cancel my spell on Callie so she can be Callie again.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Whoa!
I'll remove the
Pile of
token.
rats.
I feel like it's really creepy watching the rats mold back together to create Callie.
Yeah,
Well, the
it's a
awkward
little
thing
odd.
was I was on top of one of those plants because I could invade their space as a rat.
That's right.
Yeah.
Callie top confirmed 2021.
Was there any
Would
doubt?
that mean that
Now
Is she
there
gonna
was
change in
side of Callie
2022? Like what?
Zero. Hey, maybe she's
It's a year-to-year
versatile,
change,
okay?
all right?
All right.
Don't
No,
judge
there's no
switches.
doubt.
We
Callie
exist.
top.
We're real.
Definitely.
Anyways, so if you are interested in buying their wares, I have a handout you can.
I would love
look
to see
at,
the handout, please.
Yeah. So there's the handout. So they have one of every potion that's here. They have
What the
lots of
heck?
potions. They are very skilled alchemists.
Yo.
Very skilled.
So what's like oil of slipperiness do?
Let me pull it up because I've got it on my.
Torpor.
Sneezing and choking.
Sorry, no.
Callie,
maybe we'll
Callie,
take-
I think you
maybe
might
we'll
want
take
that
the choking one out.
There's one for you.
So the oil of slipperiness can cover a medium or smaller creature along with the equipment. And it takes 10 minutes to apply, and then they get an effect of freedom of movement spell, which I assume gives you some sort of bonus movement. Let me just pull this up.
Ooh.
Brawler mucus. These sound cool.
A willing creature is unaffected by difficult terrain and spells and other magical effects that reduce the target's speed. So the potion makes sure that you keep your movement speed, basically, in a long form short of the oil of slipperiness.
Interesting.
So do we want to maybe like assume that we bought potions from them and then like discuss what we're buying over the break so that we're not spending like
Yes,
a
that
really
sounds like
long
a great
time?
idea.
Moo.
Smart.
'Cause I feel like we could all probably spend a long time looking at this stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of potions here.
Yeah, we could.
Alright.
Okay.
Do you want
Smart.
to run us to break, and we can take our short rest as well, and we will be back with potions and less plant killing, but hopefully
Maybe.
other killing.
Maybe. We could still genocide the plants.
Okay, well, I mean, for if you did.
Hello.
Welcome back. We have just murdered some plants that turned out to be friends with very, very high alchemy skills, which our players have. Most of them, except one of them, who will rename nameless snacks. Spent some money into buying some of these fantastic potions, and we have returned now from our break. The Myconids are satisfied with these deals and have reclused back into their corner. As
Yo,
we
if you had described them as Myconids, I wouldn't have touched any of them. Myconids are so fucking cute. I love those motherfuckers.
Well, you killed a lot of them, so.
Well,
clearly.
god damn it.
But if I told you beforehand, we wouldn't have had this like feel bad moment afterwards.
That's
like,
true.
Hey, we killed the cute things,
This was
and
much
then we
better
bought their
storytelling.
wares.
Yeah, much
The
better
prices definitely
storytelling.
weren't inflated. Trust me, those are definitely stock prices. So we've come into this fungal and stalagmite infested room that's very large. We've got a path to the north that our players kind of looked at when they entered after coming through the south, and now we are going to see what we're up to next. So, mushrooms, do not try to eat them. The plants are good. Are we going to
Yep.
move
I'm
forward?
sorry, guys. I started eating them to begin with. That's kind of on me. But really, I mean, honestly, who could have foreseen all of that happening just from eating a mushroom? I mean, maybe someone could have, but I couldn't have. So
Yeah, you're too busy tripping on mushrooms.
I did walk into a couple of them. That's true. That's true.
He meant high, and you said fit. Okay.
Yeah. Because we ate the mushrooms, bro.
Hey, like I
Snacks
said,
doesn't understand about getting high.
that's
He's
okay.
a good. He's a good boy.
They're not gonna make you sick, so you don't have to worry.
All right. So we really only have like the North Passage to go through.
Yeah.
Correct.
This is kind of
Okay.
just an opening that, after like twisting and turning, coming through the South Passage, ended up in a passage that leads north. It's a very confusing tunnel system.
Would love to go through the opening then.
Let's go.
All right, so we're gonna move. Let me make sure this map is prepared properly. So as you guys travel through another very long tunnel, kind of twisting and turning, there's some more skittering going around all around you. You can't really decipher what they are from the noise. Judging by the conversation you had before buying the potions, you can probably assume there's some sort of insects that are running rampage down here. As you guys travel for about 5 minutes or so, you enter a very small room with a very small amount of stalagmites and what appears to be eggs that are very large. Some of them spanning 5-foot radius or 5-foot diameter. These are very, very large eggs.
Would I recognize these eggs at all? Have I seen eggs like this before?
You can definitely roll to tell me if you wanted to roll a nature, I guess, or history on your discretion.
-1 to both of those, so that's cool.
Well, I tried.
Great.
Not a clue. They are eggs, and that's about it.
These are definitely
What
eggs,
are-
guys.
Is it just one kind of egg?
Can I
What are the
also
little-
roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Per. Yeah, if you wanted to roll Pengy as well, this
You
like
said
for
nature.
investigation. Well, if you're gonna check if they're all the same, you can roll investigation.
Oh, okay. And then I'm
Um,
doing that.
Yeah, so they don't look like anything you've seen before. There is a larger amount of taller eggs. They are kind of translucent and pulsing just ever so slightly, and the smaller round eggs are less translucent. They're more opaque.
Hmm. Is there anything else in the room, like besides the stalagmites and the eggs? Like,
No, just a
Can
very
we-
narrow pathway to the north.
this
There's a bunch of
feels
eggs.
weird.
Probably should just pass through this place.
Yeah, probably. Although I feel
Yeah.
like these are Chekhov's eggs. I've heard that saying before. So something's gonna
Chekhov?
come of them. Yeah, Chekhov. He was a very famous kobold, and he ignored some eggs, and the eggs came back to haunt him later, or something.
So you
But the
said
point
just
is,
smash them.
Just
I
the
don't know.
eggs?
I'm just saying, like, if they're here, they're probably here for a reason.
Well, they are translucent if you do want to make investigations about what's inside of them.
I want to look at the egg.
Okay, which egg set would you like to look at between our lovely A, B, or C?
Well, considering I'm over here, I'm gonna go to C.
Okay,
Title screen alien.
So I want to go to
Not
there,
quite.
and I want to stare through the translucent egg.
sure. As you kind of like peek up and look inside of it, well, more look up at it because it is a very large egg.
Yeah.
You see what appears to be some sort of humanoid shape inside of the egg.
Oh,
Guys, I don't know if it's a person, but there's a humanish thing. How big, like, is the humanoid shape in there? Is it like humanoid, like kobold size, or humanoid like human
It looks to
size?
be like, it seems to be, it's curled up in like a fetal position, and it looks to be about the size of a human would be.
Oh boy. Do you think the farmers are trapped in sacks down here? That's crazy.
there were
Um,
people missing.
There were,
Shit.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Um,
for a second forgot
um,
that.
did if I
Forget
look
the fuck
real
what you're doing.
close, does it look like a human?
Yeah. You can roll
Uh,
like, if you want to roll investigation.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's just try. Let's just try. Oh, it's real good.
Can
You've seen
I?
lots of humans before, I'm assuming,
Hmm.
so you can tell like they're as close as you can imagine to being a human while inside of this
I was right.
pulsating
These eggs have a
translucent
purpose.
sack.
Guys, is it wrong if I want to like open up the egg?
Do you think you can free somebody?
Maybe.
You go for it.
Yeah, we can try with
Yes,
one.
Maybe we should move in like a better formation just in case something bad is in there.
Okay.
Like
do like
everyone
some
gets in
tactics.
any position they want.
Like
That's what she said.
surround the egg. Is that
Yeah.
what you mean?
Yeah, just like space
Alright,
out a
that's our
little,
talk.
maybe. Yeah.
Sure. And you're gonna
I'm
open
gonna.
the egg?
Yeah, I mean, I got kobold claws. I can like
Yeah.
try to open the egg.
Do you want to make an
I
attack
too can
roll
help
for
you.
me?
Yeah,
I too will help him open the egg. with
you
my
know what? I'll
lion
stab the
claws.
egg, but I'll stab
You're
it.
gonna stab it with something inside? Trying to open it?
Yeah, but like just a little poke.
It's a
Just a
non-lethal
little poke.
opening.
Yeah. I mean, isn't that everyone's favorite kind of opening?
So anyways, if you want to roll your attack.
Do you just want like it to hit here, or are you caring about the damage too?
Damage doesn't matter, no.
Okay.
Is Callie gonna be doing anything over here?
I'm just keeping an eye on the ceiling to make sure there isn't shit that's about to drop down from up above.
Okay. So as you kind of pierce through the outside of the egg, the liquid kind of starts to ooze out, and then as it finally leaks all over the floor, this human man jumps out. And
Oh, he's
he doesn't say anything.
handsome.
Yeah, he's the same token as before because I'm lazy. And
Shit.
he doesn't say anything, but he kind of like puts his hands together and kind of bows to you, and then runs off to the room to the north.
What? What? Guy.
I mean,
Guy.
you just cut him out of an egg. Do you think he wants to be around here?
But that's not even where we came from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like you would stay with the people that saved you and keep safe.
Hey, Callie, do you
Fight or
mind?
flight kicks in.
There is a guy in that egg. Do you mind checking the eggs that are next to you?
Sure. I will approach the eggs.
3 of those eggs are also holding what appears to be humanoids inside of them.
Yeah, there's people in here too.
Are they all gonna be mutes that just run away also?
I am not a telepath. I don't know the answer to that.
You can do a lot, but I guess that's not one of those things that you
I
do
mean, I can try to grapple one of these guys if you want to open it up, and we can try to question them that way. If he tries to run.
I mean, you're really good at wrestling people, from what I know. So yeah, that's
You're
a good
not
idea.
wrong.
Okay, so we're gonna
Alright.
try to cut open the egg and then grapple it?
Yep. Grapple
okay.
the person.
Okay.
I'll stand at the doorway just in case. So
Sounds
they
good.
can try to run that way.
We need answers.
If you want to roll the attack on it.
Sure, I will
Try to
just...
bust open this egg.
Mm.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna bust open this egg, and a woman shows up out of this one, who is the beautiful woman that we used before. Because again, I'm lazy.
It's a Twitter chill.
And are you gonna try to grapple it then immediately?
Well, if she starts to basically look like she's gonna dash out of there, I will. I'm not going to just immediately just give her a bear hug.
You're free, group hug.
That'd be pretty funny though.
So, are you from like the farms, like up there, or like where'd you come from?
So she just looks at you, and she doesn't really say anything, but she just kind of nods her head, and she's kind of shaking a bit. She's clearly in fear, but she starts pointing towards the north exit.
Pointing towards the north exit. Bad guys, the things that took you that way.
No, she shakes her head. No.
Okay, so you came from that direction.
Shakes her head. No.
Do you know anything besides no?
She shakes her head yes.
Okay,
Yes,
all
nods
right.
her head yes.
Progress. We are making progress. All right. So you want us to go in that direction?
She nods her head yes.
Okay. I am going to open up the rest of these eggs, and we'll move as a group. Does that sound all right?
She nods her head yes.
Okay.
So you're
Gotcha.
gonna open up the 3 eggs down here.
Yeah, I'll open up the other 2, I guess.
Okay. And outside of them pop more handsome, courageous farmers.
Oh my god, they're all so beautiful.
so
This is the
Sexy
sexiest
farmers.
farm
They
I
should
have
be on
ever
a-
seen.
Oh yeah, this is a model farm.
Oh,
Well, they have big cabbages. Beautiful people.
Can I go check out the like
beautiful
round
people?
brown solid looking egg?
Okay, what would you like to do with the small round brown egg?
I can't see through it, so I guess like can I just like I don't know. I feel like that's important somehow. Can
It could
Willow
be.
go like knock on it like a door, I guess. Let's see if
Okay.
anybody's home. I'm gonna go up to this one.
So you go up and
Yeah.
you hear nothing in return.
Dang.
It doesn't
we
sound like
open-
the egg is hollow, but it doesn't sound like it's full of anything. if that makes
Snack,
sense.
should we open one of these too?
I-
Or anybody
Yeah.
really?
yes,
Thoughts?
yes, yes.
Okay, I'm
Yes.
gonna try and open this one.
Sure.
Yellow.
Make a swing a wing.
Just
Just a hit. It doesn't have to do damage. Just a.
how do I just
Just
do a
come on.
hit without hitting?
I know, wizards. Hey, do you want me to do it, Willow?
You
Nope,
just
I
gonna
got it.
punch
Yo!
Alright, yeah, so you crack open the egg, and there's nothing in that one.
Oh.
Um,
Nothing at all? Like not even goop?
Nothing.
Is there goop?
Well, sorry, I should have rephrased. There is goop.
Okay.
There is egg
I'm-
goop, but nothing.
gonna
You
try-
said it
I'm
wasn't
gonna-
hollow, so
I'm gonna try the goop.
you're gonna
You're
eat
gonna try
that?
to eat the goop?
Yeah, a little bit of egg.
A little breakfast egg?
The last egg I ate made me smarter, so maybe this one.
Okay.
After
You
you, buddy.
successfully eat the goop. How does your character react to eating raw egg?
Probably favorably. I think that's probably pretty par for the course for kobolds.
I mean,
Raw
he eats
egg.
live bugs, so
Yeah. so
Yeah.
you're good.
They're just
Nothing
they're just
happens.
lizard
Yeah.
trash pandas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not as
Lizard
bad
trash
as those
pandas.
worms that I ate a while ago. It's
True.
way better than that.
Okay. So
I
you've successfully eaten an egg. Nothing's happened besides
sh-
that.
should we go
Yeah, we
open up
should-
the other
Yeah.
group?
Yeah,
here?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I got distracted, Callie. You're right. You're right. The egg just looked really delicious.
That's true. Okay, so you're gonna open the remainder of the eggs then?
The remainder of the translucent eggs, yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can just have that happen. We don't need to keep rolling for that one. I'm getting sick of the numbers. Okay, so out of the other ones, to I'm sure no one's surprise, some more
Beautiful people.
beautiful people. Marilyn
Beautiful
Manson is
people.
very happy right now.
I was
Beautiful
about to.
I was making that joke the last time.
Oh, did you?
So does
I missed
this
it.
like
Yeah,
farm
sorry.
just have like a bunch of twins or something, or?
No, I'm just really lazy
I
on
know,
tokens
yeah.
because it's harder to
It's
try
all
30 different humans.
All you
Step-
humans just look the
Next
same.
up.
It's fine.
Like the
Narcolepsy- or not
Duggars
narcolepsy.
or whatever. Everybody
Nepotism.
starts with J.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, nepotism.
Step farmhand, how'd you get stuck in that egg?
So they want us to go this way. Is what this lovely lady said.
They
So
seem to be in line with the other one. That
All right,
to the north is the path
Alright.
that they all want to travel through.
let's
All right.
go.
All right, ladies.
All right,
And
so-
I want to just
gentlemen.
make sure that they are smushed in the middle of us so they don't
Yes.
take off.
Yes.
Well, so as you enter the hallway, it kind of opens up
Oh.
into this larger room full of
Oh boy.
dead creeping vines.
Oh.
Oh.
The farmhand that ran through earlier is standing on top of a staircase.
Oh, he's
Oh,
dead.
no, this is like
Um,
Tremors.
He's
Well, I
fucked.
guess a pedestal, on the top of the staircase. I'm just trying to move the other tokens real quick.
Yep.
I wasn't prepared.
Oop.
Because I'm a bad DM. So the other one is standing on top of the staircase as you've entered the room. What would you like to do?
What are you doing up there? I
He
don't know.
looks and hears you and kind of beckons you over.
Can I move to go that way?
Yeah.
This is going to be difficult terrain, but currently there's no combat or anything, so you're free
I
to
do
move
not
wherever.
trust that guy. Just be careful.
Yeah. Willow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can I go to like there, maybe? I guess.
Okay.
Or like one more.
I'll
We'll go more.
I'll try to just be like 5 feet behind Willow. Just because I don't want her to like. Ciaran and I are real tanky, so we
You
just
don't
want to make
believe in the
sure.
wizard tank?
No, bard tank is best tank.
You
Fighter tank's fine tank. Wizard tank really.
right.
I mean, we saw what happened to the last wizard tank we had.
True.
It was Shiana.
Oh,
She's
fair.
not alive anymore.
I figured.
She was a real wizard tank, though.
Yeah, she was actually like really good at it. And
well, thanks, guys. That's just fate in my abilities.
It's okay. You'll be
You're saying she was trained in blade combat, so.
Listen, I don't blame you. I got petrified for like most of the session once, so you know.
Okay.
That was a great session.
It was. No damn cockatoo.
Anything else? What are we? The rest of you guys just standing back?
And then I mean, I'll just call it to like, hey, like, what? What are you doing?
And they don't really respond. They just kind of look, and the guy in the top beckons you some more. The guys behind you and gals behind you kind of just point forward.
Callie, I think you're entirely right. This is bad. I don't like this. But what? Sorry, Will.
Sorry, sorry.
What do we do?
I don't love the vibe of this place.
Can Willow see anything up on the pedestal from where she's at now?
It just seems to be the one farmhand, and the pedestal's about 8 feet wide. There's enough room for 2 people on it if you're careful.
Well, I have message. Maybe he can't speak, but maybe you can telepathically speak to him.
That's true. Okay. I guess I will do the message thing, and
Okay. Oh, that's what I want.
Why are you up there?
He just looks, and then kind of points behind him, and then points at you guys, and beckons, points behind him.
Why do we need to go up there? What's behind you?
He just points behind him.
Well,
he doesn't seem to answer with any.
We're getting real far here, aren't we?
I'm just gonna go up. Okay.
Well,
just hang back, protect everybody else, and I'll just go up and talk to him.
These people are all generic tokens, but they do legitimately all look different, right? Like they don't all look like clones.
They don't all look the same.
Okay, I just want to be.
I'm scared. So, am I able to get to the top without something happening, or do I have to go like one by one?
You can get to the top, yeah.
Okay. I was like, I didn't know if something was gonna happen as I hit the base.
This is where Willow dies.
Yeah, probably. I got a couple TP. We'll be okay.
So, as you make it to the top,
yep,
you hear this kind of rumbling from above you,
yep.
and from the ceiling drops this giant.
What?
Fuck these ceiling creatures, man. This has happened to me before. I need to watch out.
And
I never look
as she kind of like lifts 4 of her 6 arms and screeches of insect noises, whatever that may be, we are going to go on initiative.
All right.
Excuse me. It looks like she has 8 arms or legs.
Yo.
There.
Listen, I just grabbed tokens, okay?
I know. I'm being an ass. I'm sorry. Hey! Nat 20 up in the hizzy.
Get it.
She is going to take a quick swing-a-wing-a-wing as a surprise from jumping on top of you.
I am surprised.
She is going to choose the small thing beside her.
Yep.
Only 19 to hit.
That misses.
Okay.
Can I use a reaction on a surprise round, or is that I don't know how fucking nobody knows how surprise rounds in 5e work. I fucking know. I'll pass on it. It's fine. Don't worry.
I don't think you can, because that's the whole point of the surprise.
5e
I mean,
is
you are
weird.
the first to swing, so
it's cool. Yeah. It's like the one thing that isn't super clear about 5e is surprise rounds. All right,
Okay.
I will.
All right.
Shockingly, attack it.
Okay. Let me just, for the sake. Okay, I already did that. Sorry.
Sorry.
Okay, good.
And thankfully, at least Ciaran's there, so I have advantage.
Heck
So
yeah.
28 for 8.
All right, then I will attack it again.
Okay.
Cool.
8 damage. The
Ooh.
critical fail.
Well, it's a 16 because I have
it's
advantage.
That is
Yeah.
correct. I forgot about that.
Does-
First swing's going to hit at 22. Second
Yep.
swing is going to miss at 16.
All right, I will then use
So take 8.
I will use precision attack, so I can add a d8 to the attack roll of that second one. So let me roll a fucking d8. So that turns that into a 22 to hit.
The 22 will hit.
Okay, so that's 22 for the 7 damage.
Sure.
Then I'm gonna use my bonus action to do whatever the weird cobalt stabby thing is.
Sounds good.
That's large turtle
while-
shells.
While you're figuring that out, just want to announce that Viewer's Choice is now live up on the
Oh, God.
Twitch chat, so
Okay.
you can vote for your favorite player for free Tealeaf points.
Okay, I have +2 AC until the end of my next turn. That's the only
Nice.
thing I need to know. And then I'm gonna action surge and attack him twice.
Okay.
7
25
more.
is good.
What the fuck? Bad stabbies everywhere. Oh, and then a crit.
9 is
That's
also
nice. That's
good.
nice.
And then a crit. So that's 14.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll one of the d6s on that. I'm gonna be a real pain to you, Jen. I'll tell you how much damage it is. I'm sorry. Just add 1 damage to that. That's 15 instead of 14.
Okay. So
15
and 7 is going to be 22 total.
And then I'm going to do 1 more superiority die and do a goading attack. So 2 more damage.
Okay.
And then a DC 16 wisdom save.
And is this from a magic effect, or is this from...
It's just no, it's not magic. It's just a goading attack. So I'm goading him without... It's not magic, I don't think.
Okay, sounds good. And it's
I'm not
wisdom,
magical.
was it?
Yeah, DC 16 whiz.
Ooh, 17 on the roll.
Ooh, what a bastard. Okay,
Yep.
so that's it. That's my turn.
Sounds good. Willow. I almost said Willy again.
Willy!
Listen here,
Also,
yo,
what's this
Willy.
broken down here.
Listen here.
What?
Willow's
this?
going to
line?
cast.
No. Sorry, I
Yeah,
haven't looked
that's
at it
him.
zoomed in before. You're right. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you. Willow.
You're
That's
okay.
okay.
ADD.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna pull out the codex and then cast acid arrow at the big squishy bug.
Sure.
So that'll just cast it twice, basically.
And is that an attack roll?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your AC, Panky?
My AC
Oh.
is 12.
So that first one is going to hit off the hard shell
Oh,
of this
fuck.
bug, and
reflects.
reflect back at you, and you're going to take 15 acid damage. And the second one is going to land successfully.
Cool.
Sounded like
15
it.
acid damage.
You're a tank mage. You'll be fine.
I'm good. Bonus action, I'll pop a potion. 2d. Oh, let's see. Last roll. D4 plus 2.
Nice. So overall, you took 6 acid damage.
Yep. Alright, that's my turn.
All right, sounds good. Siren.
I am going to slam my spear into the ground and shout Presidium, which invokes stone and gives a 15-foot range centered on me to 1 AC for everybody.
Hey!
Okay.
I'll put the thing up for you.
Oh, yes, I was going to grab that. Thank you. And that's a concentration, or?
It's actually an item,
Oh.
Yeah, it's just there.
so you can't break it.
Until you die? Or...
Until the spell wears off, which is like an hour or something. I don't know. It's a
Okay.
long time.
Sounds good. Anything else?
Bonus action, inspire snacks. And I'm gonna move. It's difficult terrain, right?
Correct.
I will move 15 foot to right here.
Okay.
So I cover some of my allies if they move in. And that's it.
Sounds like a plan. Lenny.
Okay, so after talking with Luke about something, I realized that I was doing the sharpshooter feat wrong. So
Uh-oh.
I've since addressed it. It's not a big deal. But I'm gonna scoot past these guys. Let's see, how far is this?
Yeah, so there's vines. It's
Past
supposed to
these
be everywhere,
guys.
but I guess I forgot that. So you're good on. You're starting in
Yeah,
difficult
it's
terrain on the vines, so that'd be.
There should be back a
Where's
couple.
my ruler? So that'd be 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, you'd be like one back.
That'd be like here. So
Right? Or is it? I always
trying
forget.
to figure out a good spot
terrain.
for her.
You'd be like 1 or 2 squares backwards.
Yeah, I'm gonna move this way then because it's less people in my way. So right
Thanks,
here. Per your character's gonna have to duck. Yeah.
No,
Sorry, I was
no nat ones.
brain fart.
Or we're gonna have some trouble.
Brain farty. Okay, so I'm gonna attack it with a sharpshooter perk, so I can ignore range issues.
Oh, so he went.
Does
Okay, that's cool.
I assume a 10 doesn't
10
hit.
10 does not hit. No.
Okay, I'm gonna do one more. How about
16 also does not hit.
Okay, it's good. It's good. Figuring out which
Good
ones.
to know.
I'm
Good to know.
gonna burn an action grit and do 2 more. 7 does not hit, and I had 18.
7 and 18 both miss.
Really?
Yeah, it is a
Okay.
very big,
Okay.
strong,
We're
hard
We're
bug.
killing out numbers here, so we know. Okay, so that's my grit
Oof.
down. I'm gonna just bonus action reload because it's all my ammo.
We're doing great, guys.
Yeah, that's all I got for me.
Sure. This insect's turn, and it has to attack you, right, Snacks?
It succeeded on the goading attack, so there's no
Oh, right.
limitations to what it does. But I did
so-
hurt it, so maybe it'll attack me.
Well,
I don't
they're
know.
very small and hard to find, but what it's not hard to find is the person right underneath it.
Yeah.
22 to. Oh, that is the wrong roll, actually. Sorry. 9 to hit, Sieran?
No.
I'm assuming no.
No.
Okay. That's actually going to be it for that thing's turn. It doesn't have any. Actually, you know what it's going to do? It's going to move up this way. So it is not infected by terrain because it is a giant insect.
What a bitch.
It's going to come right up to you, Willow.
Oh, do I get an
hello.
opportunity attack on it?
You both would if you would like to, yeah.
I would love to.
Who is the both?
Ciaran and I.
Lucky.
Okay, that's what I
Come on, give me an ultimate stab or something. I mean, come on, guys. So that would be a 17, not a 21.
Yes, that will miss.
Yeah.
Saren, did you want to make a melee?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out which one am I.
Sure. The 20 will hit. For
4-3.
Hey!
every bit counts.
Yeah.
Callie, up to you.
Oh,
I
boy.
guess I will just dash to here. And
All
that's
No,
it.
Willow!
Some bad things are going to happen when you do that.
Uh-oh.
As you move past these humans, their heads kind of like explode out of their body with like seems to be attached to spinal cord.
Oh,
as
no.
These bugs hop out of these human bodies and start biting you on your way by.
If that happens, I would have not moved past, like, I don't know, we'll say here, maybe.
Yeah, so we'll take the one.
Yeah, that's fine.
We will hit you with stab. What do we roll? It's 11 to hit, so I think you're
Okay.
fine anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, well, they were coming out to attack, so technically these other two wouldn't be out, but they're out now, and I don't feel like changing them. So
I mean,
now there's other bugs beside you.
there is the assumption, I guess, that these guys are all infected by whatever the fuck this bullshit is.
And I will now add them to initiative.
God damn it.
All right.
Snacks doesn't swear. Gosh darn it.
I will try something then, if that's the case. Give me 1 sec, because this is new.
I do like trying new things.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the stupid new breath weapon thingies.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right.
Okay, so we're gonna do a cone, and it's a 20-foot cone from where I'm standing right now.
Okay.
And they have to make it's not a great con save, a DC 12 con save or become incapacitated.
20-foot cone, so that would be...
I think that would... No. Okay, so
how
would
far
it...
is the range? Because it's usually 20 feet at the end of the range, right? For... be like one of those.
I lied.
hit.
It is 15 foot. I was reading it's pushed 20 feet away for one of them. So it's just a 15-foot cone. So I guess it would just get... I can back up one more step. I'll take 2 more opportunity attacks to be able to get these 2 guys, I guess.
Sure. They're going to stabby stab.
Yep.
23 to hit and a 12 to hit.
So I will use my reaction. So that still hits. Okay.
Okay, so the one that did hit would take give you 9 piercing damage.
Okay.
Viewer's choice wrapped up, and that was a vote for Lenny.
Hey.
Viewer's choice.
Really?
Yeah. Hey man, I didn't vote.
I'm actually kind of shocked.
Hey man,
Cool.
I've learned not to argue
Man,
if people are giving you free
you-
things. That's just me.
I'm shocked.
You persevered through some of those bad rolls initially
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
to stay confident after the zeros was very
Yeah.
good.
Oh my-
So how
Even if
far
they were
is
wrong.
the
It's just 15 feet, so it's just gonna hit the 2 guys here and here.
Okay. And they have to make con saves or get pushed back?
It's con saves or become incapacitated.
Sure. 21 on the left one and 4 on the right. So the right one is incapacitated.
So the right one's incapacitated.
Hey.
I'm
all
pretty
right.
sure that means he can't do anything. If anybody wants to exclamation mark incapacitated
Yeah,
in the Twitch
and,
chat
like,
for us.
Yeah.
And then how far away is she? I will inspire
Thank you, Luke.
Willow.
Thank you, Sarta.
Willow gets a d6.
Can't take actions or reactions, so they can still move?
Yeah. Well, that's weird.
That's
Probably
really
not.
weird.
I'm gonna say that. Yeah.
And that's all I got.
Sounds good. Lucky, you've got some bonus armor. You're feeling good about yourself. I
Yeah,
believe
the
Toby
armor's
inspiration as well.
fading now. Yeah, it's okay. I
These,
will.
Bugs just jumped out of the humans you cut out of eggs.
Quick little Callie, are you okay with those little bugs?
Go save Willow.
All right. 5, 10, 15. I can't reach her.
Uh-oh.
So I'm
Should have
going
stayed
to...
back, buddy.
No. So I'm going to use my weird kobold stabby thing to be a weird kobold shooty thing, and I'm going to shoot a bean out of it
Okay.
at advantage.
Okay. 24 will hit, yeah.
For
14.
14 bludgeoning. Beautiful.
By a
I
bean?
will. That's a bean. I will toss a superiority die into that. I will use goading attack. So another DC 16 wisdom save.
Oh. See, it's funny because I actually rolled it wrong the last time,
Okay.
but this time it failed.
Okay. So it does fail. However, so get rid of that 14 damage because that was a sleepy bean. The attack deals no damage and the target falls asleep instead.
I'm sorry.
So it's asleep. Unless it's immune to
So-
sleep.
Not offhand.
All right. So it's sleeping. It just says it falls asleep. There is no timeline on this. It's asleep.
Yes, but if you hit something that's sleeping,
Yep.
you're gonna wake up.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
cool.
I think do you get an auto crit on something that's sleeping?
I'm not sure. Is there a sleep condition we can
Maybe.
pull
I-
up? You're doing
I
a
know
lot
what
of
these
things that are
are-
requiring us to know a lot of things, and I'm not about
Hey
it.
man.
No, I don't see a
I know
sleep condition.
Falls
I like the Christmas
unconscious.
lights.
It's unconscious if it's asleep. So it's incapacitated. Attack rolls have advantage, and any attack that hits the creature is a crit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
Okay, sounds
There
good.
you go.
But it's asleep now.
For now.
Snoring.
Does it?
Mhm.
All right, it's asleep. I could attack, but I'm not going to attack it because it's asleep.
So here's the thing. She used acid arrow, so doesn't it automatically take damage on either its turn or Willow's turn and wake it back up?
Oh.
Unless she sees it go to sleep and cancels the spell.
She can't.
She
She already
can't?
hit with it. She already hit with it.
Oh, okay.
Does that linger? I thought that was
I
like
thought-
a one and
I thought-
done.
Is it? I thought it was like the next turn it took additional damage if it hit.
Let's
I could
see.
be wrong. I might be
Ornament
confusing it with
flashes the no.
Oh, at the end of its next turn. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll take
Okay.
that one. Yep.
So,
Catch.
okay, it's asleep. Great.
For now.
I am not within 5 feet. Well, that's unfortunate. And it's having its turn.
It's
Not
after
yet.
it's
Way
after
low.
Willow, so Willow could potentially get out of there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So
I'm-
basically, if I hit it, will it wake up?
Yeah,
Mhm.
immediately.
Well,
If
So
you
we
hit
have
it,
a
or if
plan,
someone
but-
tries to hit it.
yeah, I can't get up to it now because I use things. So I will stay where I am. I will use my second attack to shoot a bean at this little guy down here.
Okay. You can roll
Um
the attack on that little guy down there. A 24 will hit the little guy down there for 10, yeah.
beautiful.
That is a damaging being, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's
Okay.
no I can't
No
use
bullshit?
another I mean, I guess I could, but I'm not going to. Oh yeah, that is it.
Sounds good. We are going to go
Yes.
to these insects' turns, and I've got some bad news for Willow, who is sitting up beside
Oh, it's
Yeah.
gonna
Oh, the
pop.
baby one?
baiting
Oh,
our
fuck
baiting
this.
our baiting farmhand as the insect head as a bonus action just explodes.
We knew it was
outward,
coming though. We knew
similar
he
to
was
the
bait.
other ones.
Little
It's
You know, it's
going-
funny. It's funny that I made that Resident Evil comment earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oops.
All right. So does this
also-
thing? What's this thing do next to me other than pop out of that guy's head?
It's going to multi-attack you for a 21 to hit.
The fuck? It hits? Damn it.
It's going to do 6 piercing damage to you.
Jeez.
The 3 down here are also going to explode out as bonus actions because they are tired of being humanoids, and the queen is in trouble.
Oh, God save the queen.
God save the queen of insects. So now we've got lots of bugs all over the place.
Okay.
Those ones have used bonus. So this one's going to walk over to the gunner, whose
Man,
name I
that
forget,
was
Lenny, right?
Yes.
Yep.
And double stab. I rolled 8 on both. I'm sure you're fine.
Yeah.
What's this like? Oh, Jesus, what did I do? Sorry, I zoomed in my thing to like 100%. How far are you? 40 feet. Can't do anything. 45. They are going to, all 3 of them in the bottom there, down here, are going to shoot you with spikes out of their body. Like little
Who's
machine
you?
guns.
Me?
No, Lucky, sorry. Yep,
Oh.
that was my mistake. Yeah, the one that's close to the queen. Oh.
No. Don't do that.
So I rolled 2 20s and a 19.
None of those hit.
All right. And they are going to skitter upwards as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I don't know what she's doing, but it looks scary. She doesn't want any part of that. This last one here is going to move up 1 step and multi-attack stab onto Callie for an 18 and a 12, and I don't think either of those hit.
Both
Or,
miss.
Extra armor from Theron in your natural. So that's going to be all of those bugs' turns. Willow, you are now beside a sleeping giant insect and what was a human, now just a body and a bug with its head.
Well,
Get out, Willow!
Yeah. See, I'm gonna do a 1-2 punch, and I'm a thunderstep. You know, I'm gonna
A
do.
1-2 punch. Okay.
Well, like I'm gonna thunderstep, so I'm gonna hit it and I'm gonna run. Is my point.
That's the
So-
1-2.
Wait.
I'm not.
So
Here, hold on. I got
so
you.
using the damage from the spell,
Thunderstep.
you're not actually hitting it.
Yes. So I get to
3d4.
teleport
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah, since it's gonna wake up
90
anyway,
feet.
hitting it now makes
5,
sense.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Over
all
there
half of it.
sounds good. Oh,
Yeah.
well,
I'm
if that was
assuming
40, so that would
this-
was half a 90, right? Or is it just my movement?
Oh, it's just your movement. You can
Oh.
thunderstep the whole way. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, now I'm
so-
confused again.
You can move Thunderstep with a spell, but you still have your actual movement too if you want to keep moving.
And your thunderstep has the full 90 feet.
Right, because
Okay,
it's like
that's
almost
what
like
I
a
was going
it's almost like
by.
it's a teleport.
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
you-
yeah, you're good for that.
I mean,
I don't
that's sort
think
of
that would
where
provoke
I'll just
opportunity
I'm gonna
either,
shove
so-
myself over there one
Nope.
more, but now I'm like far from most people, so that's good for me.
And then it's con saves for both of those, right?
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
rolled the sleeper with disadvantage because it's hard to concentrate when you're asleep. It
Yep.
rolled a 16 on disadvantage, and then the other bug beside it also rolled a 16.
The
So
fuck?
you can roll your
That's
3d10,
still half
and they
damage.
will
That's
take
good.
half.
I
Yeah.
rolled the 3D.
Yeah.
It already rolled it
Yeah.
already when you cast the spell. It rolled 15, so they're going to take 8
Oh.
damage each. Because
Oh, that's right. It
Favor
was
of
up there.
you.
Okay. I forgot I rolled it before I gave you the description.
However, that is going to wake up
Yes.
this monarch.
It's awake. It was gonna
So you
wake
still
up
have your
soon enough
movements
anyway.
And
Yeah.
bonus if you would like.
I'm gonna pop a healing or my is the greater. What was that D6 for? What could I? I mean, I guess
It's
that's
only
irrelevant.
for attacks and
Okay.
saves.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I want to pop a
to
healing potion.
mention, if you get inspiration from me, you get to roll heals when you use it too.
Do I still have?
Oh, you have
Really?
health.
Dog!
Sorry,
I'm sorry, my dogs were barking. You have Callie's, but I'm just saying so people don't forget. I have heals
Okay.
on mine.
Yeah, I'll just use a regular healing potion, I guess.
You'll be good.
Sounds good.
Keep you safe. Look at you. You're far away from it now. It's all good. Everything's fine.
Well,
The sleep
now.
didn't matter at all, but everything's fine.
It's all good. That's my turn. I don't have
Okay.
anything fun.
Siren?
Okay, so I am gonna move here, which puts every one of these guys in 15-foot range of me. Wait, why
Okay.
does that not? Is that not the right spot? It says 15 feet, but the cone doesn't seem to. How does that work?
What are you trying to cast?
Oh, I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians, but it's not actually giving me a real 15 feet.
That's
We'll just,
I don't know.
we'll just make it a square. I know it's
Okay.
a circle, but effectively it would.
So anyway, I am sorry about my barking dogs. I have a roommate now and they just bark all the time. Yeah, it's just not working for some reason. It's not giving us a real true circle to the like cube mentality of 15 feet.
Really weird. Yeah, it shrinks it.
So
I feel like it should be the size.
casting Spirit Guardians. On top of Spirit Guardians, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast that, which is non-concentration. So it's Guardian of Nature. It's not concentration for my artifact. I cast it as a bonus action, and I'm going to do Great Tree. So it gives me advantage on Constitution saving throws, 10 temp hit points, and Dexterity and Wisdom with advantage. And obviously also difficult terrain, but these guys already have it, right?
These guys are bugs who are interested in difficult terrain. They do have like 6 legs.
So I don't know if that doesn't So they're
can
immune
still
to
take
difficult
half the
terrain.
So this just gives them. It's difficult for your enemies. No, because we'll say yes because I mean I'm not sure how it would work, but if they I'm gonna roll it the same as advantage. If you have advantage, disadvantage, they kind of neutral out. So if you have difficult terrain twice, we'll just say they have it at least once. For the sake of it.
Okay.
And for brevity, because it seems like a rule we could argue about for a while.
Okay. I don't know how it would work.
Yeah.
Me neither.
So
So that's not a
they do
concentration
need to.
for using it from an item.
It's an item that says it's not concentration specifically.
Okay, cool.
So I do have concentration on Spirit Guardians, but they do need to make a DC 16 Wisdom save, or take my damage, which is 18 right now.
Take it.
I think that's on the start of their turn, though. I think that's one of those weird ones.
Enters the arena area for the first time, so when it's casted actually as well,
Okay.
and when it starts it.
Stop.
1, 2, it's got disadvantage. Wow, 3.
Just let me know, Worf, how many succeed and fail, and I can just do the
Every
damage
one of them
myself.
failed.
Okay.
That makes it easy.
Yeah. So you have to roll 3d8 then?
I rolled it. It was 18.
Oh, 18. Okay, so they're all going to take 18. So they've got that much health points.
And that's 18 radiant damage because I'm not evil.
Are you sure? Are you just hiding the fact that it's been necrotic this whole time?
Secret.
I
They're
guess that
little.
depends on who you ask. So.
They're actually little fey mice that just like eat everything. So we're really doing the mouse thing hard today.
Cranium rats.
Oh, I see. Okay. Was there anything else for Sierra?
No, that was my movement, my bonus action, and my action. So I am now a treerin, as Luke calls it.
Treerin. All right,
Yeah.
Lenny.
Her
Okay,
bark's
this
worse than her
bug
bite.
next to me. This bug next to me is about to meet God. I'm gonna have Gunner so I can shoot at this close with no penalty. I'm gonna attack it twice.
Sounds like a plan. First one's gonna hit. Second one's gonna hit. You wanna roll the damage on the first one? Okay. And that bug has been squished.
Yep. So
Bug splat.
Oh no! God damn it, League.
Let's see, 30 feet.
Sorry, but remember it's all difficult. So
Yeah. We'll go right here. Next is Booger Boy, and I don't think I already burned my grit, so I can't use grit. Reaction surge, should I say? Knock that off. Do I still have my grit? I might.
you did use it, but I don't know how many.
I get 1 for now, and then once I get like to level 6 or 7, I think I get another one. I just want to make sure, just reread that shit just when it was waiting. This is my bad. Oh, you know what? You know what? No, not close enough to anything to do this effectively, so that's not gonna get that.
Yep. Sounds like a plan.
Okay, yeah, I'm done. There's nothing else I can do right now. You're good.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the Queen's Pawn who failed the goading strike.
Yeah.
Yes, Sartak?
Okay, I'm just scared because it's gonna attack me.
Oh yeah, it's gonna attack you.
Yeah.
Gonna attack you twice.
Yeah, it is.
14 and 9? I think you're fine.
Neither of those hit. Since it has been my turn, I'm gonna use a reaction to do a repost because it missed me with a melee attack. So, I've clicked the wrong thing. I'm sorry.
Okay, well try
That's my
again
bean
until I can tell
shooting.
you it's not gonna hit.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh wow.
That's gonna hit.
All right, I'm gonna re-roll the damage on that one because I can do that.
Okay. For all the dice or just one?
No, just one dice, but that was
thing?
only one dice, so it's 16 instead of 10.
Oh, okay.
That was. Yeah, sorry. There's a lot of things.
Yeah.
Oh, if you hit, you add the superiority die to the damage roll. So let me.
How many more
So
die of those do you have?
5. I have one more after this.
Perfect.
And then I use with my bonus action whatever the hell that was. So I use what number 5 is, which is I think extra AC. No, that's the jar of glue.
Oh, good. So this monarch is
It gets a DC 16 strength save.
22.
Yeah, it's fine.
Sounds like fucking plan.
Beautiful.
Anything else, you short bastard of death?
Nope, that's it. That's my turn.
Callie.
I guess at
What
this
are we up
point,
to?
I will rage as my bonus action, and then I will recklessly attack the one in front of me.
Sounds good. Roll with advantage. That's definitely gonna hit. Range has poison too. Damn.
Yeah.
20. It's 20 damage total. Okay. It's very green bloodied.
That's
Insect and cold blooded, I guess.
all I can do.
Right. Okay. Lucky.
I
Back
attack
to you,
it.
my friend.
I attack it twice.
Sounds like a good plan. That's gonna miss. I'm just betting right now.
17.
It misses.
I will
I
use my
did it.
last class resource to use a precision attack. So I add a D8 to this.
Oh, you
Great.
also have
Attack.
inspiration.
Oh,
still.
can I not do that? Can I just do the inspiration then? Ignore that
Yeah.
7.
What is
What's
it,
your
a D4 on the
inspiration?
roll?
It's a D8.
D8. Ooh.
So it's a
Got 22.
22 instead.
That'll hit.
Okay. Great.
For
And then I
13.
will use a superiority die on that one for a goading attack. So that's an 8 for a goading attack. So DC 16 wisdom save.
12.
All right, so it's goaded to me again. Oh, immediately choose to spend the die and gain hit points. Oh,
Oh wait.
I didn't do that. I used it to attack.
Oh,
Okay.
But
That's
you
okay.
get temp HP equal to the charisma. Oh, you get that per. Okay.
No, they get temp HP equal to my charisma whenever
Gotcha.
inspiration is used. So Snack
Oh,
gets what's my charisma modifier? 7, I think.
well,
Yeah, plus
probably
7.
not.
No,
Probably
no.
not 7.
It's
Oh, no.
just flat without the proficiency.
So
Probably
3.
like 4. That was a bet.
4,
Right.
4. Just kidding, 4.
Cool. I will use my bonus action to use the curvy flying stick of returning. So I
Okay.
make another attack on it at disadvantage because I'm in melee and it's a ranged attack. So
Sure.
let me just.
Is that a boomerang?
Hold on. Ignore the damage on. Well, no, we won't ignore the damage. It'll work. So
I
that's
need
a
to see the roll
17.
first. 17's no good.
Okay, so ignore it. It's fine. We're good. Everything's
Okay.
good. I'm okay.
Anything else?
I attacked twice already, right? Yeah, I'm good. Or no, did I only attack once? I only attacked one. Attacked
You
once.
only attack once. You added a superiority die to it.
Yeah, I'll attack
With
it
the
again
glue.
then.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
23 will hit. Yes.
I will
Another
re-roll the
12.
damage on that one.
Okay. I'll wait for 18.
18.
So it's got X amount of health left, and it is not doing so well.
Yep, and it is goaded to me.
Oh, don't worry.
Oh, great, cool, love it. Yeah. All right, handle the things, guys. All right.
Okay. Bug's turn. Bugs are not happy that bugs are dying. So what they are going to do is this one's
Bugs
gonna
are
be down a little bit.
starting their turn in
Oh
my
yeah.
What's
They have
up?
to make saves,
Doc?
right? Which save was it?
16. Hold on.
16 Dex.
Dumb, I think.
Wisdom.
We've got this one succeeding, this one failing, this one succeeding, and the other 2 failing.
So 2 succeeds, 3 fails for 17 damage.
Yes. So for some reason their health pool disappeared, but thankfully I am remembering. 17. So this one failed as well. This one succeeded on both, so it's going to be relatively healthy. This one's going to be fucking Ripperino. And this one succeeded on 17 is 8, right? Or 9. So go down to this amount of health. Okay. Now that you've almost killed my bugs,
Wait.
This one.
You said that these two failed, right?
Yeah, they
These
failed.
two?
They succeeded the first one and failed the second one.
You said they all failed the first time.
Did they? Hold on, let's go back.
I had them as all
Ah,
failing
you
for
were
steps.
Oh yeah, they all failed. Yeah. Okay, so they're gonna take. This one's
Hey.
actually gonna be rip. This one's also gonna be rip, and this one's gonna be still not rip. And
So this is one that failed, and these two failed.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right. So, well, now that you've removed an ally, I need Callie and Sierra to make deck saves of
Oh.
13.
Mine's at advantage because of danger sense.
Sure is.
Nice
You
job,
both
guys.
succeed. So you are going to take. Callie, you're going to take 4 acid damage, half to 2. Sierra, you're going to take 11, half 5. Has to roll 2d6s.
And Callie's raging.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter for acid.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay.
Acid, nope, it's only physical damage they get reduced on. Barbarian.
So
is
I'm
flat
sorry. How
damage.
much am I taking?
You're taking 5. So
5
it's down
half.
for you.
It's 10 half to 5.
It's 11 half to 5, but yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
And
Sorry.
then the other drone at the top is going to throw 2 spikes at Lucky. Rolled fail.
Eh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20 doesn't hit, right?
Nope.
Yeah. I didn't think so. All right. That's all of the bugs. He has moved 10 feet, so he's going to move right up beside you. Willow.
Yeah, she's gonna pull out her codex and double fireball the big bug sculpting around Snacks.
Sure.
Yep,
Roll your 2
Yeah.
attacks.
that's
That'll
1,
hit.
and that's 2.
That's
no,
a good
dex saves.
fireball in there. There you
Oh.
go.
Wow. 14 and 13. So it's going to take the full 50 damage, and you've now roasted my big boss bug.
Yay!
As it's.
How do you want to roast this?
Yeah, right?
Wouldn't
Over the
fireball hit
campfire.
the bug, the little bug too?
Yeah,
Oh, it's a fireball. Oh, right.
yeah, it's a fireball. So it would be
Uh,
to both. That's a 20
yeah, it's
radius.
also dead.
Yeah.
And it's evocation sculpted, so it's not going to hit Lucky.
Yep.
Yeah, you've roasted my bug, my little bug, my big bug. Oh, sorry.
Crunch
You,
campfire
you
snack.
solved the big bug puzzle.
Oh shucks.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Siren, you've got 2 bugs left that are barely walking.
Siren is gonna Eldritch Blast the one on the left first.
Sure. Roll the attack while I reload roll 20 because I pressed back by
Uh,
mistake.
just rolled for 2. It was not good.
What was it?
2.
Oh, 2. Yeah, that's not going to hit.
And then 3.
That's also not going to hit. Due to that.
Okay. I feel
Were they
like
critical fails?
Well,
no.
no, the
No, the
first
first one was a 19 for 2. Sorry.
Oh,
I-
they're oh, sorry, they're spell saves. I forget.
Yeah.
Or it was a 19 to hit for 2 damage for the first one.
Oh, I see. Which one are you
Yep.
shooting that at?
This one right here.
Can you just tell me? My roll 20 is broken.
Okay, the one on the left.
Okay, the one on the left is dead as fuck.
Okay, and then the second one would miss, so I'm assuming
Okay.
at 11.
Yes, 11 would miss. Sorry, I don't know why it's being all fucky with me right now. I'm impatient. I'm hitting too many things. I didn't realize it's being fucky.
That's my action, and then bonus action, I'll inspire Callie.
Sounds good. Lenny.
Okay. So what's left? Just that thing?
Just a very small bug.
Okay.
Small bug.
So we're gonna just because it's probably the end of this is what I'm assuming. Yeah.
I mean, well, yeah.
Okay. So, I found out what grit does, so that's cool. Gonna use Deadeye.
Yeah,
Deadeye shot.
You have trick shots, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use Deadeye shot. Which means I get advantage on attack rolls, and then I'm gonna also use sharpshooter. So
That's the way to do it.
You're
yeah.
I mean, not to continue metagaming, but it has like 4 HP. So
That's
yeah,
it.
no,
That's
but I
it.
want to really
Blast
overkill.
it. Just blast
Blast
it.
you
it.
really want to
Thank you,
fucking
Smithereens.
roast
Yeah.
this thing.
You
Yeah.
gotta erase it from
Yeah.
existence.
Oh, it's gonna be gone.
Yeah, so 20, and then
Yeah.
I
let's
think that first
roll
one's gonna kill it.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. It's
No, but you gotta
only gonna do
shoot
the
off
first-
like all the
only-
legs. too.
Let's see how much damage.
Yeah,
I'm curious about the damage because it's gonna be
so that's
20.
10 plus 10, so that's 20 total.
Splat.
Is this like a revolver pistol, and you're just like fanning it, and shooting off every leg?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Nice.
So
Yeah,
you know, I
it's,
had to overkill it.
It's very, very dead.
Fucking bugs.
Hey!
Who likes bugs, anyways? Honestly,
I am terrified of bugs, so this is cathartic.
me too. I have a fly swatter in every room. Gotta
My
be too
man.
prepared.
My man.
Okay,
don't
so
mind
that's
them.
gonna end our combat. You have now murdered everything, and I didn't get to show you what was happening because you killed the monarch. But just for sake of story, I will explain it. These are mockery drones, and this is the mockery monarch, and she swallows humans and insects and people, and kills them and creates eggs of them. So that's why when you cut open the movies in the previous
Oh.
room,
Oh,
those
were
were all eggs
Oh!
that were
so literally
incubating.
body snatchers.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So they would snatch up the farmers, come back, feed them to the queen. She would eat them, create eggs, and then create more drones.
Gotcha. So we weren't saving
That's why
people.
they were all
we
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what,
Yeah.
again, lazy tokens. They're the same
No,
as the farmers
I
who are
like
not
it.
mockery drones.
It's
but
canon now.
It's
They
canon.
were
They're
all
all perfect.
so hot.
It's
So
the
hot.
Stepford wives
Mm.
of
Yeah.
pugs.
Yep.
All right.
Mm.
So that's going to conclude the session. I do have an item that I will show
Woo.
you guys.
We
that
did
can get on.
it.
There's only one of them. This is a custom item that I made, so I hope you don't hate it because I thought it was fun. So we're going to do bidding on this, and then I will give out the DM's choice as well. And I think that would conclude anything except for closing announcements if there's anything else we forgot about earlier.
Just XP and gold.
XP and gold, right. I'm supposed to run that by Luke. Thank you for mentioning that. So the let me show you this. So this is the Sword of Self-Destruct, which is a magical weapon that requires attuning. And so the basic concept is the more crits you score, the more damage dice you add until the sword eventually blows up in your hand and does a massive amount of damage.
Ooh.
That does sound fun.
To you as well, or
Everything in the 5-foot radius from the
Oh, I
attack.
love that.
So
oh no,
you do your normal critical damage, your extra dice, plus it's kind of like a charge system. So on the first charge, when you hit the first crit, you get the extra d4. On the second crit, you get the d6 extra, and then the d8, then the d10. And then on the fifth critical strike, it's going to deal an additional 3d6 plus your damage, plus your crit damage. And any damage that's done from that roll is done to anybody in the radius who has to make a dex save.
Oh. If I didn't already have an artifact
It's
weapon,
basically like a longsword, so it's like strength based. I forgot to add that in here, but that might be relevant for some people in the party.
I love that. That's fun.
So we will start bidding on that. I believe it is /W space GM and the amount of Tealeaf points you want to bid on that if you're interested. Everyone else will add a Tealeaf point for playing. And I'm going to give my Tealeaf point to Willow for teleporting around the room and fire blasting everything in her path.
Thank you.
So you can add an extra Tealeaf point to that. So that's 2 total for the session. Lenny, don't forget to add yours for the viewer choice. And I believe that is everything on that end of things. So we are going to conclude the auction in going once, going twice, thrice. And we did have a bid on this for 1 Tealeaf point to Per.
Thanks.
You get to have that. If your character sheet is on D&D Beyond, I will make the homebrew weapon for you so you don't have to worry about it. And then I will send it to you so you can put it in your inventory.
I
If
think
you use Roll20, I can't help you, so you're on your own.
no, I'd appreciate it being in D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond, everybody.
D&D Beyond.
Luke, real quick, I sent you... Oh, you did reply to it. So we will get 500 gold for this session. And 500 experience as well. which I believe Per said
Oh,
that
yeah.
400 would ding her. So
Congrats,
Hey,
Per.
Thanks.
round of
nice
applause.
job, Per.
Also, red balloons on the comment of dinging Per.
Ooh,
Yikes.
Hey, I didn't say it. Kraken said it. I just relayed the message. All right, don't
hey.
don't look at me, okay? So that concludes the session I had planned for you guys. I hope you guys had fun. I definitely had fun running it with you. I'm very sad I didn't get to swallow anybody and make them into eggs.
That's what she
but
said.
Hey, there's still time.
That's a good
That's
point. I'll be
true
right back.
too.
I've
Yikes.
got places to be and people to call. So if there's nothing else that we have to add, I believe that's everything for the session. So good job, guys. Proud of all of you.
Nice
did.
job
Yeah.
to you as
Yeah.
well, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I had fun being here.
It was very nice. I like killing bugs
Wow, we're raiding
because
out too. Yes.
I'm too sissy to kill them in real life. So
Amen. That's why I had fly swap.
Yep.
You just need a good shoe.
I have school
true.
toes. I have lots of good shoes.
That's the way to do it. Yeah.
But it's kind of hard when the shower's running and it's like a spider crawling on the wall. Like, I don't want to get my work boots wet. So
I have bug spray.
I aggressively
all
look
as well.
at them.
Aggressively stare him down.
Intimidate them to death.
Yes, you got it.
So yeah, I think we're raiding out, so we're no longer live on our channel. Is that how that works?
Nope, we're still live.
We're live still. I'm sorry. I don't know how to raid out. Yeah.